cryptocurrencies and developing some mining equipment and mining hardware and so on. And then the next level was to start developing some more platforms, let's say, to automate the mining procedures, to make it more secure, more faster, and so on. I've been dedicating my past 6 years of my life for whatever is connected to the blockchain technology. Because, you know, you have to be the right person on the right spot in the right technology just to get it at the beginning, to get a proper start. So I did. I quit my telecom business. Had a telecom business based in Geneva, in Switzerland, and I, let's say, exit my business. I sold it out, and I've dedicated my entire life to blockchain. I've been part in some major blockchain projects, some major cryptocurrencies. Of course, anytime you grow up a project, you have to quit it for a new baby. You have to take a new baby to maturity, and then you quit it for a new one, and so on. So here I am, full-time working in and with Karatbars, and it's not only me, it's all my Romanian team. As of today, we have 62 boys working for me here in Romania. Out of them, 40 is senior engineers, senior developing engineers. The others is junior entry level in the blockchain side. Of course, as you probably know, I'm also the CEO of the Karatbars Exchange, and I will come back to the Karatbars Exchange soon because I need to make some things clear for everybody about the Karatbars. I'm working right now with all my team and all our powers to finish and start testing the mainnet, so our own blockchain, the one we're migrating to. I've been in fact, let's put it this way, I joined Karatbars 8 months ago, as soon as the first ICO was done. So I had to take the project, let's say, from 10% of its maturity, and we need to take it to 100% of maturity. That means we have to create the blockchain, our mainnet. We're right now working for the infrastructure of the ATM machines. We're working and we will release the payment system. And I will immediately explain you what the payment system is about. And we're working to finish the payment system in about a month or 6 weeks, something like that. From now on, it will be functional. So yes, here I am. I'm the Chief Technical of Karatbars and the CEO of Karatbars. Let me put some things on a board. You introduced the Voice over Blockchain project. Basically, the Voice over Blockchain project is a project of mine and my Romanian partner here. We started it like 3 years ago when we were like mining big time. And at that point, we had this question. Okay, we now invest millions and millions of dollars in hardware for mining cryptocurrency. But what if cryptocurrency will go down and this hardware won't be useful in mining cryptocurrency? It's still state-of-the-art hardware. What do we do with it? Can we find another application for the hardware? And then I thought, okay, everybody, when blockchain technology came on the market, and blockchain is like reinventing the wheel. It's somebody who thought, okay, let's reinvent the wheel, and somebody made a wheel in the shape of a donkey, a pink donkey, that spins 10 times better than the wheel. This is the blockchain. It's like a complete approach of a database. It's a complete approach. It's nothing as the common database as you know it as of today. So we thought, okay, how can we use the blockchain technology? Is there any other real life application for the blockchain? So of course, because of my background in telecom, in voice over IP, in fact, and I've been one of the major players in Europe for voice over IP routes, and we were doing like big time voice over IP for Verizon, AT&T, America Online, Skype, and so on. So I've been deeply involved in this business. And I quit it for blockchain, so, but of course my heart still went to this direction of communications. And then I thought, okay, why don't we try to, let's say, decentralize communication, telecom, and put it over blockchain, because blockchain is a carrier technology. You can carry on the blockchain whatever you want. If you want an application or you want to carry the barcodes technology, the barcodes as an application, yeah, you can do it. If you want to, for example, Singapore started 2 years ago to carry the tracking of shipping containers on blockchain. So it's not a financial product over the blockchain. It's more like a utility project over the blockchain. So then we thought, okay, can we do it? And we started testing and testing and testing and testing and trying to, we spent nights and months sleeping in the office, and we made it. We made our first live stream code over a blockchain, over a private blockchain. So we've made it to back up the voice both ways simultaneously, so A to B and B to A, and we've made it to wrap it up, so hash it over a blockchain, dehash the voice in the same time, and it's been all with a delay at first of 0.5 seconds. It was very good, like 3 years ago. And then we worked more. We got a patent for the technology of communicating over the blockchain. We started working and researching the hardware, a hardware that would be able to carry our own operating system that packs and wraps up the voice over the blockchain, sends it up, and of course that unwraps the voice over the blockchain. And then we thought, okay, but it's still not enough. We have to implement the applications and cool features of a smartphone, because nowadays everybody uses smartphone as a, let's say, utility. You have in your pocket whatever you need, your office, your communication, your messaging, your regular mail, your email, whatever you want, you have it in your phone. Of course, the photo camera and so on. So we thought, okay, we need a better spread and a better application on this. And that was like 2 years ago. We made it, and the project, exactly as it started, it died. It didn't die. We locked the entire technology in a drawer, because at that time we thought, okay, we're too small to bring this to the market. We haven't got the power to bring it to the market. We haven't got that 20, 50, 70 million US dollars to bring it to the market. So we thought, okay, maybe we find a partnership, and so. And at the point I started to work with Karatbars, I thought, okay, this is the company I was looking for. This is the company I want to work with, because they have exactly that part we're missing. Karatbars already has a super ambitious project of infrastructure. Karatbars already got a super sales structure. So why don't we join our project? Why don't we bring our technology on the table into Karatbars and try to bring it to the masses through Karatbars? Because otherwise, we from Romania, a hand of 60 guys, yes, 60 guys, it's not a small company, but even so, we would have never had the power to bring this on the market. So at that point, I started to bring the technology back on the table from the drawer, to unlock it. I presented it to Mr. Harasites, to our CEO. He was more than pleased to see it. He was more than pleased to support us in continuing the project. So we did. We developed more and more and more, because we knew we have a company that supports us, and we have a company, and we're part of a company that can bring this technology on the table on a massive scale, on a massive worldwide scale. Because of course you can have the best product unless you have super good team behind you, team and financial power. You'll never be able to bring it to the market. So we did. As of today, as we're speaking, we're packing up the final touches and the final details of the final phone. Yes, indeed, I presented it in Frankfurt. It was a beta version. It was fully functional, but it was still not fully operational in terms of gadgets and things and gizmos and licenses and things. Since then, in the past month, we've advanced more, and we're like 2 or 3 weeks ago to the final finished product, boxed, designed, logoed, everything to the end. Yes, indeed, it's an ambitious project, and it's meant to change the world, and to change the world as we currently know it, like being captive under a telecom operator, being captive under a government, and so on. So basically, the first step was from the fixed phone, from the wired phone to the pager, and then from the pager to the mobile phone. That was a big step. And now the next big step is like decentralizing and not being captive, trapped under government, under a company, under whatever they face you. Because right now, you can't change your phone, because you can't change your operator or provider, because you're captive under a contract with Vodafone, with AT&T, with Verizon, with so on. So why don't we do it and bring it available to the masses? And why don't we give this huge mining infrastructure another usage, Another option. What do we do with that big, and it's, I don't think you know the picture of how many mining machines are worldwide. I'm gonna tell you it's like over 150 million machines, mining machines, and a mining machine is like a super powerful server dedicated to one single operation. So if a server can do a multiple types of operations, like multitasking and like a various operations at the same time, mining machines are super tremendous, big computing power only on one direction, hashing and unhashing. And yes, indeed, one mining machine can do like a 1,000 super state-of-the-art HP Excel servers, because it does only one thing, but it does it super good. So as we thought at that time, okay, what if regular currency, cryptocurrencies will go down and mining machines won't be usable? And this is what happened. Ether is right now 127 US dollars, and nobody can mine Ether for profits. Because right now, electricity for mining Ether is like 250 US dollars for an Ether. So right now you're mining half of the energy you're using. So then decentralizing the communications through or bringing the telecom on a decentralized infrastructure that's already built worldwide and is not corruptible, because it's a blockchain. So blockchain is not corruptible. That means we have a new technology, a new application in the market, and Karatbars will bring it available to the masses. Karatbars, I'm Karatbars, you are Karatbars, Mr. Seitz is Karatbars, all of us, we're part of this company that's willing to bring a new technology and a new real feasible technology. It's not like we're dreaming of something, we're dreaming to build something and we want. No, we built it already. We bring on a table with a project that's already been built. This is the difference between us and some other companies in the market that dream of something and they ask or beg people in the market for money because they want to develop something. No, we have the real asset, we have the company, we have our infrastructure already done, we have the product, and we'll bring it to the masses. So this is what's all about with the phone. It will be officially released and officially started for sales somewhere by the end of February. I can't exactly tell you exactly where that conference is going to be, but as far as I've heard is either South Africa or Punta Cana or Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know exactly in which event. We will dedicate one day for fully functional, fully operational presentation of the phone.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I apologize, Tom. Wait a minute. You said Atlanta, Georgia. Are you coming to Atlanta?
Of course, Atlanta for sure I'm going to come, but as far as I know, Atlanta is in March. So Atlanta is still not, it's a little far from the point we're looking to launch it. But for sure, Mr. Seitz will announce it in the next few days exactly when and where will be the official release. But I can tell you it will be by the end of February. So from that point, it will be a package available, a package that you guys can sell to your downlines. You can start selling. It's a new product that will be available in Karatbars for sale. The package with the phones, of course, it's going to be some packaging with phones, maybe with some gold, some coins. I don't know exactly how the structure of the package will be done. I'm now focusing all my powers for this product. Yeah, indeed. The second cool product of the company that's about to show up by the end of April or May, something like that, is the ATM. I think you know about our ATM machines, but I don't know if you know all the details and all the picture. So the catch is like this: the ATM machine. We have the beta version. We've had it in Miami. That's the beta version. We're still not ready with it yet. At that point, we're still negotiating suppliers, negotiating parts, and so on. The ATM machine will be a completely new type of cryptocurrency exchanging machine. Why? Because we have three ways. We have cryptocurrency, we have cash or fiat money, and we have the gold, cash gold or Karatbars. So all three ways it will be available. Cash to fiat, to crypto, fiat to gold, all three ways, completely all three ways and vice versa will be available on this machine. The catch is like this. You're probably wondering, no company in the world can manage 10,000 decent machines spread all over the globe. It's impossible to install it, to guard them, to provide internet, security, to feed the machines. It's completely impossible, and to face the technical issues. So then we thought, okay, why don't we give the machines as a decentralized infrastructure as well? So we build the entire infrastructure. We build the mainnet behind the machines. We build the entire platforms, the technical platforms of it. We build the entire, let's say, infrastructure for the machines, for the ATMs. And then you have you are our affiliate. You need a new product for sale. So then let's do it like this. You can sell the machines to the end users. The end users will have the machines in their shop. And at that point, it will be like a big percentage of all the incomes generated by these ATM machines will be revenues for the shop owner. So if you have a pizza shop, if you have a restaurant, a hotel, whatever you have, you can buy a machine, place it over there, you feed it with cash gold, you feed it with internet, and you guard it, and then most of the revenues generated by this ATM will become yours. So it's like a revenue generator for you. It's like you buy a popcorn ATM in your location. You feed a popcorn ATM with corn, you feed it with oil, and then you get the income. You pay the cost for the corn and for the oil, and then you get your entire profits. And yes, this was maybe also a good example. Somebody gave it to me, like back in the 1995. This gentleman that explained me, he had like 1,000 popcorn machines spread all over Germany, and he made big buckets of money out of these popcorn machines. And at first he thought, okay, let's have it centralized, let's have it all under my company. But he realized he cannot manage that many machines. So he thought, okay, why don't I sell the machines to the end users, and the end users will buy the corn for me, but most of the profits will be revenues or will be profits for the owner, for the shop owner. So this is how our ATM machines will work. But the ATM machines does not the entire picture. Of course, ATM machines is linked through the mainnet, through our blockchain, so it's completely unbreakable in terms of hacking or in terms of hijacking the connections and so on. But it's still not the entire picture, because the first part that's going to be released before the ATM machine is, just give me a second, please. My cigarette. So the first idea was to create a global payment system. Of course, the ATM is part of the global payment system. What is the global payment system? The global payment system is like a super big decentralized platform working over blockchain to bring all the shop owners, either online or offline, the ability to be paid in cryptocurrency, KBC, so our mainnet coin, or Bitcoin, Ether, Univals, so gold, or US dollars. So from that point, we thought, okay, if you're a small shop owner, you don't want to accept Bitcoin as a mean of payment because maybe you sell mobile phones for a margin of 5%. So you don't know cryptocurrency and you're not skilled in cryptocurrency, and you do not want to assume the volatility of a cryptocurrency. Because maybe you sell a phone for $100 now, and by the end of the night, the crypto you got for the phone is like 92, but you have the cost of 95. So this is why nobody as of today, or nobody, very, very few retailers accept cryptocurrency as a mean of payment for products. Okay, for services, you might say, okay, I found a massage hotel that accepts Bitcoin as a mean of payment, or I found somebody selling a coffee and they accept the Bitcoin. Yeah, that's still pioneers. So we had to bring on a table a completely viable solution for as a mass adoption for accepting the cryptocurrency payments and the gold payments. And this is our payment system. It's a complete working platform, having modules for all the major online shops available on the market, having the POS version for the offline shops. So yes, indeed, it will be a POS for the online shops, and the POS is not a machine, old-fashioned machine like, you know, the credit card POS. Is going to be either Android or iOS, whatever you choose, a tablet or mobile phone that will have the feature for our phones, but it makes no sense to use the blockchain phones for a POS.
One moment, Toma. Are you telling us that you're going to have a smaller device that companies can use at like a point of sale machine for those that can't get an ATM or don't want that application, you mean they're going to have in their store a device where they can do crypto?
Indeed. Let me explain you. So the payment system will give both the online shops and the offline shops the capability to accept cryptocurrency as a means of payment. Our cryptocurrency, some other cryptocurrencies, and our gold. From that point, you have to spread the discussion in two sides. Online is online. For online, we work right now to have plugins for all the major online shops available. So it's not going to be like a long code you cannot implement. It's going to be like an application for Shopify, for Magento, for PrestaShop, for whatever online shop is available on the market. Of course, every major online sales platform has like its own app shop. You can buy the applications built for this type of websites. Our application, our payment system will have an application module on the Shopify, on the Magento, on the PrestaShop. So over a click distance, you can start accepting cryptocurrency or gold as a means of payment on your website. So by the checkout of credit card, PayPal, you can have the checkout in cryptocurrency. On the other side, on the physical shops, you will have any Android or iOS phone with an application or meant to transform your phone in a POS. So whenever somebody buys in your shop a pizza or a souvenir or a painting, he can choose to pay in fiat money, in cash dollars, in cash currency, of course you accept it, in credit card on a regular POS, or in cryptocurrency on our POS. And then at the very beginning, when the shop sets up his own payment system, the shop will be able to opt for, do I want to be paid in cryptocurrency and assume the cryptocurrency volatility? Then the payment system generates user wallets for every payment. The shop gets paid in cryptocurrency, and by the end of the week or by the end of the semester or month or whatever he sets up in the back office, he can get paid in that, he can get all that cryptocurrency in his wallet. But if I'm a skeptical and I want to accept US dollars, I want to be paid in crypto, but I want to get my US dollars, okay? Then you have to make a simple setting to get all your cryptocurrency payments in US dollars by the end of the week. So you will basically, you will sell $100 pizza in your shop. The person will pay you in cryptocurrency, but in your back office, you will be paid, and in your bank account, you will be paid your $100 you sold your products for. The volatility of cryptocurrency is our problem. The cash flow for the cryptocurrency is our problem. We deliver you cash in your bank. You as a business. You will be paid in your cash or in your crypto as you consider, as you pre-set up the payment system. More than that, this is nothing.
Wait, so Toma, wait, I'm sorry. Okay, so I know some things when we have our conversation. I tell you guys, I have to slow Toma down. He can talk to y'all like this for 4 hours, and you won't get your bonuses because this is the guy who pays them. But Toma,
like 2 in the morning, where he at it somewhere. Like,
yeah, no, it's 2 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
yeah,
there you go.
Where's that energy? What are you, man? Oh my God.
Look, so Toma, here's a question. And I know some things we aren't allowed to share. So if it's an area where you're in agreement with Mr. Seitz not to share, then by all means don't share it. But if you can, I want to blow up this Zoom, okay? All those transactions going on, that's a lot of volume and a lot of commerce happening. Is there anything that you can speak about that's in place for all these?
I was about to tell it to you. Yes, indeed. I can tell you most of the strategy. It's not a secret. So the idea is like this. All the transactions over the payment system, it's happening using our mainnet, our blockchain. Of course, part of the fees generated in our blockchain will come back to you guys, will come back to our affiliates. But that's not all. That's not all. Just a second. The most important part is like this. You are our affiliates. We want to become global with our payment system. So then the idea is like this, and I want you to put the speakers on 100% volume. We have 550,000 active affiliates worldwide. We will give our affiliates the opportunity to bring the shop owners in our system, you as affiliates will be able to knock the door of your pizza shop in a corner. Hello, sir. Do you want to accept cryptocurrency as a payment and put you on a map of the worldwide network accepting cryptocurrency as a mean of payment? And not only our coin, also Bitcoin or Ether, because we want to become global. And then you go there, you explain the shop owner what a cryptocurrency is, how he can accept the cryptocurrency as a payment. There's no cost for the shop to implement, to start accepting cryptocurrency, to start using our system, because you can just download the plugin on your web shop, or you can just transform any iOS or Android device into a POS. Okay, so from that point, you can start accepting payments. We're using our payment system. But you, the one who brought the contract, the one who introduced the shop to the payment system, will get lifetime part of the commissions, part of the fees that every payment happens on that shop. So if you bring the corner pizza shop, every time somebody will pay a pizza in that restaurant, you will be paid a percentage of that transaction fee. You, Michael, and your downline. Everybody who will introduce every shop, online shop or physical coffee shop or whatever, okay, you will get a part of the transaction fee, because every transaction, of course, has a fee. It's a small one, but of course, even in PayPal, in MasterCard, in whatever, there's a payment fee of a few cents of whatever. But of course, if you bring 100 shops from your neighborhood, and then there's no cost for them to implement it, you don't sell them nothing. You just bring them a new value in their company. You bring them a way to accept cryptocurrency, because they never knew how to do it before. They never had the option to accept cryptocurrency but get paid in dollars, like they do with a credit card. They now accept credit card payments and they get paid in their bank weekly. From their bank, they get the dollars for the products they sold with the credit card. Same with PayPal, same with whatever you can consider, Neteller or whatever other payment system there is available.
Toma, that's the game changer, because what stops most shop owners from accepting cryptos, they don't know what to do with it. They don't know the stable value is going to be tomorrow. For them to say, yes, I'll accept crypto, but take my money in dollars, no one will be able to say no to that. No one.
No one. And more than that, there's no cost, initial cost, to set it up for them. So why not? Every affiliate can introduce at least 20, 30, 40, 50 shops a month, because he will be paid a transparent commission, a transparent fee, a percentage of that fee every month in his bank account, in his wallet, in his card, in his whatever. No bots, no catches, no hidden gains. No hidden gains. So then it will be decentralized payment system with decentralized sales. Yes, we do sales for the payment system as well to the shop. So this is a new product. You will be able not to sell because you don't get paid instantly for implementing the payment system, but you get paid after the first day. Every transaction gets your percentage, a revenue, a fixed revenue. As long as that shop exists on the market, if you can implement it in Amazon, then you're a multi-billionaire.
This is a question I think a lot of us have right now, because what we didn't want to do, and Louis Young, who's on our panel tonight, he's been trying to tell us, don't move your coins. And we've been trying to say, but what about when I want to go and buy my Mercedes 550? We just need to talk to that Mercedes-Benz dealer and have them accept cryptocurrency as payment. They can take their money in cash, but we can pay them in KBC.
That's it. That's it. You can pay them in KBC, but some other cryptomaniacs that they're not part of the Karatbars group or company. Why don't we give them the option to pay in their cryptocurrency, the cryptocurrency they already have? They can pay in Bitcoin. You get a commission.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
If somebody pays in KBC, of course, you get the commission on the direct sell, and then you get the commission from the mainnet that's generated over the masternodes, because every masternode capitalizes the transaction fees. And as we told you, the mainnet we're working will be completely decentralized. It is not centralized under company. The fees generated in the mainnet will feed the masternodes. The masternodes will feed the users, will feed you. So that will be also incomes, profits in your pockets. And we're not talking about dreams. We're talking about things we already work on and we're already about to launch. These projects, the company invested millions and millions of dollars in. It's not just me working or that guy or that guy. It's a big team behind it. And this is the things I'm bringing with my team, and I completely assume it will be super functional working and super bugs free. And why I'm telling you bugs free? Because yes, indeed, we have the Karatbars exchange, and there is some bugs, and probably you're not happy with it, as I'm not happy with it. So let's come back, as I told you at the very beginning. I will come back to the Karatbars exchange. Indeed, I came in the company like 7 months ago, and I came straight in the position of the chief technical blockchain advisor, personal blockchain advisor of the main shareholder and the president of the board. So I'm the personal advisor for technology and blockchain for Mr. Harold Seitz and Mr. Josip Haid, and I'm in direct daily contact with both these gentlemen. And yes, I came to make better things. I came to bring all my knowledge for this company. Karatbars is a project that started before I came in the company. I don't want to blame somebody else. It's not built by my team. It's built by a team of super skilled developers. It's like super skilled developers in Germany, and I mean it. But they are super skilled in developing and programming and super, let's say, state-of-the-art programming for banks. But they were like juniors in blockchain. So yes, indeed, we have some bugs, and we had some bugs in Karatbars because of the fact we had to bring a team of engineers that know banking very well, that know banking engineering and banking programming, but they were like juniors in cryptocurrency, in blockchain. So this was a communication gap. This team was chosen based on their portfolios, based on the fact they worked for major banks in Germany, and they developed super highly skilled Oracle applications in banks and things like this. But yes, indeed, they were juniors for blockchain. So there were some bugs. There were some things that didn't work, but didn't work not in terms of functionality, didn't work in terms of common understanding of how blockchain should be treated, how blockchain transactions should be done, and how blockchain transactions should be generated over the mainnet. And during the developing phase, I came in a picture, and because I was like paranoia on the security measures, I let's say I highly demanded, or I imperative demanded some security features, so we wouldn't be afraid of hackers, scammers, or things like this. And there were some communication gaps. I was working in my side of the projects. They were developing on the exchange, and there were some communication things that brought us in a position where we had some registration problems. This link was not working. Transactions were a bit late. Transactions were stuck somehow, and so on. And then we had a different problem. We all the times underestimated the power of Karatbars. And our support was under-dimensioned. We started Karatbars with 6 support operators, and we realized from day one that's not even close to enough. As of today, we have 35 new operators working for us, and as of tomorrow, Monday, or today, Monday, we have 20 new guys working for support in our company. So more or less, including the team leaders, we have now 60 operators working for supporting Karatbars, working for supporting Karatbars. We've already implemented since yesterday the new support and ticketing system for Karatbars, Karatbars, and will be from tomorrow KaratPay also implemented. So we're expanding also the support because yes, indeed, maybe it was my mistake to, let's say, underestimate the power and underestimate the dimensions of our community. And yes, indeed, support was underdimensioned. Till yesterday, till today. From now on, support is all in my side, in my country, in Romania. I personally take care also of the support. I hired and I got super skilled teams of support. One of them, and I'm not hiding that, is stolen. It's a team I over-offered it to get from Vodafone. I got 20 new boys working in Vodafone for 6 years, technicians for supporting Vodafone, and I got the entire team, including the team leaders, from Vodafone, and I got them in my office in Romania, in our building in Romania. I got another team from another major banking company, like the branch of Erste in Romania, and they were like support for Erste for a long time, and now I got them in our team. I had to over-offer them just to quit the contract in Erste, and a main condition was either the entire team, which is already a super well-joined team, either none of you. So I prefer to get super highly skilled teams that know each other, that have team leaders, super well done team leaders. And last week we were training, this week we're still training, but working on tickets. So starting the end of this week, we should have every support ticket on every channel answered in under 24 hours for the first month. And after the first month, so starting mid-February, all support tickets should be answered in under 6 hours. This is our target, and I assume it. And I say it out loud. Yes, this is the target for all the support tickets. And support tickets will be generated on the site, on the website, Karatbit, Karatpay, Karatgold, Karatbars, will be generated from the emails you send to support at Karatbit, support at Karatbars, support at Karatpay. So every support email you send to these emails will be converted into a ticket in our ticketing system. So there's not going to be any operator reading emails. It will be a complete new automatized Zendesk ticketing system that converts every issue on every channel to a ticket completely traceable and completely resolved by our team. Also Facebook, by the way, also the Facebook page starting tomorrow will be implemented in our new ticketing system. So every time you send a message to Karatbars International on Facebook, that would be converted in a ticket, in support. But please, and because I'm here, you need to explain all your downlines, to explain the members. Support, that's not aliens, that's not gods, somebody reading your mind. Whenever you call support by email, by writing, by whatever, please make sure you give support enough details about your issue. We get tons of support tickets. Hello, I cannot deposit my money. Done. I don't know your name. I don't know your username. I don't know what type of money you want to deposit. I know nothing about you. How am I supposed to answer a ticket? And of course, you lose time and energy explaining that gentleman. Hello, sir. Yes, we're sorry, but we don't understand your request. Please be more specific. La, 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 la. Please try to explain your downlines every time you contact support. Do it properly. If you want a proper answer, if you expect somebody will answer you professional, please explain us the problem you're facing. Don't be like one line, hello, why the website is not working? What website? What is not working? Nobody knows. As well, Mr. Delco, I can give you as an example. You wrote me a question today with no subject and no nothing. You wrote me a private message. People cannot change Universe to KBC, but I never understood where's the issue. So yes, indeed, our operators needs to be given as many details as you can about every support ticket, and then everybody's happy. As long as we have details about your issue, we can detailed answer about your issue. If you give us a vague question, we can only give you a vague answer because we got no other information. That's it about support. So this is the picture about our voice over blockchain smartphones. It's not a crypto phone, and I would love if you can avoid using this crypto phone syntax, because it's not a crypto phone. It's not meant to encrypt the calls. It's not meant to hide something. It's a voice over blockchain, so it's a smartphone, a fully functional smartphone, as your iPhone on the table, as your Samsung, Huawei on the table. It's got all the features every single smartphone has on the market, but it's the communication is done over blockchain. It's not done over the GSM, it's done over blockchain. Of course, decentralized, private, whatever you can call it, but it's a complete picture of a smartphone. It's not like just crypto phone. Yes, crypto phones there is in the army for a long time. They do encryption over radio and they encrypt the calls of radio, but that's it. They do nothing more. Ours is like almost to cook omelet. It can do everything. Let me share some teasers. I'm not willing to show you more things, but excuse me a second, I'm searching in my phone. I didn't prepare anything, to be honest. I'm just showing you some things. So let me see if I can find it. Just a second, please, to find some. Where is it? I don't find them. I was about to show some nice pictures.
Take your
All the
time.
time you need.
Nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
All the time you need.
Yeah.
This is how engineering behind, whoops, that's Bixby, sorry, that's my Samsung. Samsung fails sometimes. So this is how engineering behind a smartphone looks like. Engineering every single piece, every single thing of a smartphone, and this is the like behind the curtains. Things we're working on a daily basis. Like a few days ago, we were about to finally decide the final layout of the user interface and these icons and things, and that was the hard task for me because I'm not a designer, I'm not skilled in design. So we had all the company to vote features and things and to vote design things to finish them up and wrap it up in the final shape of the operating system. And let me show you some things. Where is it? I have a million things in my phone, really, a million things.
Toma, as you're looking for that, if you can sort of multitask, this is not a training call per se. Okay, well, there he is.
So this is like more or less the user interface is completely changed from the normal phones, you know, it's completely new, everything in it. You will be able to see it, test it, feel it, call out of this phone in February by the end when we will have the official launch conference. So day one after this conference will be available for sale, and that will be end of February. So I wouldn't keep you more. I would take some questions and answers, and then I would watch the webinar you have, because I know you all gathered here for a webinar and for some training session. So I would also let Mr. Michael to do his job, because he does it big time. And he does it very well. I've watched, to be honest, I've watched some of your webinars, but you never knew, because I came undercover. I came just a second to plug in my phone because it's.
He's a spy. He came in and spied on me. So
yeah, I never spy. I all the time enter your webinars, and not only yours, all the major affiliates, and I join them and I watch them, and it's a pleasure for me to watch them. And yes, indeed, I have a lot of better things to do than the webinars with things I already know, of course. But I need to take the feedback from the field. I need to feel it, and I need to know where people don't understand things. I need to know where people are not happy with things, with features, with this and that. So yes, I have to pick up information, and that's a job I personally do, and I don't ask some of my team to do it, because I need to understand the entire picture, and I need to get as much information as I can. Moreover, we're global. Of course, every nation, every country has its own mentality, has its own way of selling, way of considering a business. So then I have to take the entire picture to understand the field and run the techniques behind our company according. You can never impose techniques unless you know your market. And to know your market, you have to watch the major affiliates to feel it. So yeah, I talk a lot. Yeah, I know. I'm all the time talking.
You can talk, man. But look, okay. So this is what we're gonna do so that we don't wear you out. So the first thing is, they were laughing at me in the chat room. They say you threw me under the bus, which is good. It's good that you threw me under the bus because we want to streamline how we communicate with our support teams. And I actually thought I was doing a good job, but thank you for telling the whole world tonight that I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You did indeed. You did a very good job. All the time you do a good job. Just please make sure you make them understand it, because I know you do the job. But sometimes it's like an endless speech, and they understand only the sales part, but this functionality side, people never pay too much attention to it. And that's also a big picture of a company. But of course, you do a super good job, and I really appreciate it. And maybe you're one of my favorites when watching these webinars, because I see you put exactly the clear point. Yeah, you put a clear point in everything, and you never change any information from the company towards your downline. You all the time offer your downline the super specific and accurate information you are given as well. So this is what I appreciate, because also I've seen some webinars, and I'm not willing to give names, maybe some smaller affiliates, maybe some of the people willing to sell more, willing to get more network on their side. I don't know if they intend to do it or they don't realize they do it, but they change the information. I've seen on Facebook people spreading the news that the company is about to have 1 million ATMs all over the globe, but we never said that. We all the time assumed for the first 2 years 10,000 machines. And yes, indeed, we will grow, but it's not feasible to have more than 10,000 machines, let's be honest. That 10,000 machines, that's like a football field full of ATM machines. You cannot do more than that in a year and a bit. I've seen affiliates denaturating to 50,000 machines. Those were like optimists. But sometimes information goes in a field a bit hyperbolic.
Yeah.
You, Michael, you do the right job because you do it perfect, the information, and you communicate the accurate information. And I love it. And I love how you put your webinars, how you how you spread the news, and how you explain the logics and the economy, the basic economy behind every affirmation, behind everything you present. And yeah, indeed, that's a very good job. And it's a pleasure to watch it.
Well, thank you for saying that, Toma. And it's just a reflection of this entire team. Our senior partner is at an event tonight, Mr. Ty Best, but he has really poured into us. We all work together. There's no big I and little U. It's just a team of people who are ecstatic about what you and your teams are doing to bring all this technology and innovation to market. I'm going to give the panelists just one quick question each, and they can each say hello, because this is also a meet and greet. I'll start out with my question. What I was trying to say in the Skype room was, when you go to Karatbit to exchange, to sell Unival to get KBC, no matter what amount you do, it says, oops, something went wrong. It won't right now let you trade your Unival for KBC.
There might be a bug somewhere, or you're trying to sell a higher amount than you have available in a wallet. I've heard it from a few directions. I've tested from various computers, various users, and I couldn't find the bug. But please, whenever you find this bug, make sure you print screen it. If you're Michael's contacts, please share it with Michael. And I just need a few print screens of this error with the clear visible user ID on the corner. So is that alphanumeric syntax under the logout button. Just make sure you take a clear print screen of this error and let me have it, because every error has a correspondent in the backend. So we will follow the error and see what's happening. I've heard it from a few sources in the past few days. For sure, that's not a permanent bug. That's a temporary bug, but we need to understand where it comes from. It works. From my side, it works. I've done it today 1 million times. I've done it yesterday 1 million times. 10 different computers, different browsers, different users. It works for me. I don't say there is no bug. Of course, if 5, 6 people say there is something wrong, for sure it's something wrong. You know, if it works like a duck and looks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Yes, I will hunt for this bug, but usually the same error you get if you want to sell, for example, 1,000 univalues, but you only have 999 available.
Yeah, they've tried different amounts, but I will do some screenshots and I'll ask them for some as well, and I'll send them over to you.
Just a few of them will be enough to understand the problem, and everything can be sorted out. So don't worry. Yeah, bugs all the time appear. Even eBay, Amazon, they have bugs.
Yes. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna introduce you to a few of our team members. I know Roger Williams looks like he's on a plane. Since this is a meet and greet, I'll give Mr. Williams a quick chance if he's not in flight here to say hello to you. Mr. Roger Williams, if you can hear me. Oh, there
yes,
he is.
I hear you. Hey, look, yeah, I am traveling, heading back to Atlanta, actually just arrived, and wow, man, let me tell you guys something. Everything that we have going on is absolutely amazing. I just finished a great event up in Lansing, Michigan with the great Mr. I almost said Al McKay. Gregory McKay and Sonia Townsend and the folks up there. Nita Nakos was there, Brian Cromley. And let me tell you, folks, we went by the book, Mr. Ovidiu, by the book. Everything that's in the corporate documentation, that's what we talked about. And I'm proud to do that, happy to do that. We're locked in. We're not deviating. Whatever company says, we told them, follow the corporate culture. Mr. Dalco, absolutely brilliant putting this together. Man, I'm locked in. Hey, dinner tomorrow, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Mr. Ovidiu, someone just texted me and asked me, could I actually do a transaction live on screen and let you watch it? Do you want to do that real quick?
Yep, of course.
All right, I will, I'll throw myself under the bus again. I'll open one of my accounts.
Excuse me, Michael. Let this gentleman have the transaction on his side. Print screen it, send it to you over Skype or over this Zoom, and I would take this issue, forward it to my team live, and from that point tomorrow we'll have it sorted. Just one print screen will be enough.
Okay. Can you see my screen, Toma?
Yep.
All right. There's 20 Unival here.
Okay, let's go on the market for market Unival with KBC, for example. Whoa, that's a big amount of KBC you got.
I'll take it if it goes through. So I have enough Unival, correct?
Yep. No, you have enough. Just type, you have 20, okay? How much you want to sell? Let's say 10.
Okay. It's good?
Yep, and sell, click sell. Okay, that's interesting. Let me have this print screen, please. And okay. But please include in the print screen also your user ID. I can see it up there in a bar. That's perfect. Just print screen it and send it to me on Skype, and I'll make sure everything gets sorted tomorrow. I don't know what's happening, but for sure something is hooked up there in the back end. But also I've seen you made a mistake right now. And you know what mistake you've made? You want to sell what the price is. Why do you sell market? Why don't you place a limit sell order? Because you haven't seen the market. How can you sell market if you haven't seen the market?
Okay, I'm ready. What do you want me to put?
No. It's like as a user, every time a user wants to sell something, you have to know the market first. So first, it's like just not a joke, but it's a thing I've seen, and usually a user shouldn't do it. So first, you have to scroll to the market, see what's the market, how much the market can absorb. For example, right now it's 172. Yes, indeed, you have a market. You have 400 something pending. No, the market, I mean the orders. Scroll down, please. So first you have to see the pending orders. What's the pending orders? And then you get a picture of how much you can sell for that second. Because if you want to sell 1,000 univals, but there's no market for 1,000 for that second, it's only for 500, then it makes no sense for you to lose money. So it's better to sell 500 as the market can take on that point, and then sell some more in the next hour when the market gets some more volume. So usually, whenever you sell something, you have to see the buy and sell orders get a clear picture of the prices in that moment, and decide how much to sell and if to sell or not. This is like just tips and tricks of how to use the exchange. Because maybe you want to sell market a big volume, but you will get like a shitty price because you only sold a part of it for 172, and then it goes down and you sell for an average of 150, and it makes no sense to lose money.
Very good. I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The next person I want to introduce you to is we call her the Golden Voice. She moderates our Tuesday power call. And so in this meet and greet, we want to give you the privilege of hearing the voice that has music playing behind it. Miss Maxine Jones, say hello to Mr. Toma Ovidiu and anything else you want to say to him.
Good evening, Toma. It's a pleasure to meet you. And thank you so much for being on this platform this evening. I am trying to take this all in. I'm telling you, the blockchain technology is vast and unlimited. And when you shared about with the cryptocurrency, with going to like mom and pop stores, and you know what I thought of? That is really awesome. And that is another stream of income for us. When we say multiple streams of income, now you have added another stream of income. Who does that? Karatbars International. So I thank you, sir, so very much for being on the platform this evening. And I also thank you for that little tidbit, that etiquette tidbit that you shared with us. We will make sure that we are clear when we do send something to support. So thank you so much for being here. And back to you, Mr. Michael Delco.
Thank you, Ms. Maxine Jones. Another gentleman that's been helping Mr. Ovidiu, all of our affiliates around the world, literally staying up morning, noon, and night, just setting up YouTube channels, making videos for folks, trying to help get us to the point where we understand just a little bit of this information, because most of the people that come here know absolutely nothing about cryptocurrency, me being one of them. And he knows so much about cryptocurrency. Crypto is a part of his name. And this is Crypto Steve. Crypto Steve, if you have a question for Toma or just to say hello, the mic is yours.
All right, thank you, Mr. Delco. Hey, Toma, thank you for everything. Hey, man, I just realized, guess what? You're going to be my next best friend. I got to pick your brain, bro. You know a lot more about that blockchain that I need to know. But I do have a question, and I'm excited.
Please.
Thank you for everything you're doing for this community, for the voice over blockchain, cell phone, the ATMs, and even for Karatbit. I would say it's just marvelous to have an opportunity to start with a company with Karatbit, and then some of the features and the way that you buy, trade, and sell and all that is wonderful. I have a two-part question. The first part is this. So will you guys ever, well, no, I'm not going to ask that one. Let me ask this one.
You can ask me whatever you consider, no worries.
Okay, the arbitration.
We're friends.
Okay, perfect. The arbitration. I know right now it's, you're still getting a percentage bringing over from any exchange into Karatbit. You're getting a percentage, a great percentage. Not to say it ain't a great, it's awesome. It's an awesome percentage. Will those numbers increase? Will you guys have that opportunity for arbitration again?
To be honest with you, I didn't understand it.
Okay. All right. So let me ask the main question then. I'll come back.
You should come back to this one because I'm not avoiding any question, but I completely didn't understand.
Toma, he's talking about the arbitrage when you take, when he brings crypto from one exchange over to Karatbit.
I do something with trash, and I said, what is this trash he's talking about? Yeah. So indeed, our exchange is still young. We've launched it in mid-November. Markets started to build up. Of course, the markets are not yet mature. And at first, in the first month, we faced this big problem. Nobody wanted to make money, really. We've had people paying out $6,000 US for a Bitcoin whenever Bitcoin was in the market 3.5. And still nobody wanted to buy cheap Bitcoin to sell it for more in our platform. Still nobody understood there's an opportunity to make money. And I've said it a few times, guys, why don't you do it? We get complaints and people are not happy because they say all the time, the cryptocurrency on your platform is too expensive. I don't want to work with you because you're expensive. What? I'm not expensive, I'm just the marketplace. You just meet the buyer and the seller there. If the buyer overpays for cryptocurrency, why don't you take the opportunity and make some money? And of course, making money lowers the market and takes the market to a level. This is the arbitrage. And indeed, people started to do it. We've seen the markets went down to the real value of the market, which is normal, which we were expecting. And I told them a million times, I don't want to do it. I can do it. I can mark up a 200,000 profit in a month, me personally or a company, but they said, no, we don't want to do it. We don't want this money. We don't deserve this money. Let's leave the community this opportunity to make some arbitrage and to make money, to better understand what trading is about. Because of course, if tomorrow you find a shop in a corner, a pawn shop that sells you the gold for $30 a gram, and then you find another pawn shop that buys it for 35, what will you do? You go to the left one, you buy it cheap, and you sell it more expensive in a corner, and you make some money. Even though you're not a gold trader, you might be an engineer, but still that's an extra profit you can make. Right. So we let everybody this opportunity to make it. I've seen the market started to level. Still, the Unival market is super young, it's 2 days old. So the Unival markets have no volumes, no big volumes, so it's normal because it's only 2 days. But it will start growing and growing and generating volumes. Exchange is growing in volumes. In the first month, we barely reached $100,000 a day. Now we're like at 250,000 a day volumes. And we're still like 2 weeks away from implementing all the features, from automatizing the process of cashing out, implementing the credit card deposits, implementing the credit card cash outs from the website. Yes, indeed, there will be features of cashing out the US dollars straight on your affiliate's card instantly. By 2 o'clock in the night, you can cash out from the exchange. So yes, Karatbit is still, we're still working on it. We implement all the features. We know where our features are not exactly what you expect or is not all completed, but we had to launch it. It's fully functional in terms of crypto. In terms of fiat, there's a few things we have to work on: contracting, banks, automatizing the process, and so, all the things. But yes, indeed, arbitrage started to work and started to bring value.
Right. Awesome. So real quick. One more question. So please. I heard you speak on it, and so the withdrawal process of withdrawing after, you want to cash. Let's say some people want to sell their KBC or sell their Ethereum or Bitcoin and USD and then withdraw it out. Now we know you have to be KYC approved and all three, right? The process of it depositing into your bank. Now I know it was during the Christmas times. A lot of people been asking me, and my intentions was just to keep exchanging, buy, selling, and trading on the exchange. But I did want to see that process. Is that a process that you guys working on to be deposited into the bank, or also what you were just sharing? Can you elaborate more on the Karatbars MasterCard?
So let me explain you the entire picture. In terms of crypto, Karatbit is working more or less fine. There's still some small issues in. It's not issues, but it's like over security, and it delays a bit the deposit. Even the deposit is confirmed, then sometimes it takes 1 hour to have it fully confirmed, so it won't be tricked or double spent, because of course we're targets of scammers. So we have to be paranoia in terms of security. Okay. For fiat, fiat deposits right now, it's only available by bank deposit to our banks, and it takes, generally speaking, 2 or 3 days. There's been some isolated cases where it took more because sometimes the sending banks, so if you know the process of depositing, when you deposit by wire transfer, you have to write on the transfer reference, you have to write your transaction, your ID, the ID you're given in a Karatbit. If you don't write that one, we don't know who to designate the payment. So we're still receiving payments, $1,000, $3,000, but we don't know who the sender is. Sometimes your wife would send the money, and we don't have your wife registered, we have you registered. But then we only get $1,000, and we need to wait for somebody to cry in support for that money because we don't know who to designate the money, just because sometimes the banks don't send the reference, or you forget to write it, or you mistype it. We're getting like 50% of payments come with no transaction ID, or it comes with a mistyped or a missing number, a missing letter, and we cannot identify the sender. Sometimes we identify by the family name, and we have to run manually to see who might be. But if you don't have a clear picture of who that person is, you cannot create the account. It will also, on the withdrawals, we had some issues with the banks because sometimes customers didn't understand they have to use the international accounts. We were getting cash outs from our exchange on the US banking account numbers. US bankings have two different types of accounts. The short ones that you use internally, domestic in America, and the international ones. Unless you provide us with the international ones, the banks can never send the money out. Or we try to send out the money to an account that our banking system identifies is wrong, because that's just the American national short account. All the time, make sure you ask for the proper bank identification code and a proper bank account that would accept international payments. We had some issues with these things, I don't hide. Of course, we don't handle the payments manually, we had to handle them automatically. And we had a third-party processor for payments, and it's been a pain. It's been a pain to work with this Swiss company, because sometimes they were like over increasing security, over demanding papers, over demanding also the bank address, fields that we never picked up from the customers. And sometimes they said, no, for this American state, the Americans ask for the beneficiary bank address. And we never had that bank address from the beneficiary because we never picked up this information from the customers. So we faced, okay, we cannot send the money to these guys. And we faced some technical, not technical, we faced some, let's say, working flow issues of this. We're still facing some customers that send us the wrong number. Literally, they mistype the account numbers. We send them the money come back. The banks in the middle take some commissions. The American banks, to send back the money, take some commissions. And sometimes you cash out, you withdraw $1,000 to a wrong account number. We send the money, we get the money back 1 week later, but it only costs $900 because of the banks in the middle. What do we do then? Because yes, they start to cry in support. If you credit back the account, you credit $900, and everybody asks, but where's my $100? If you send them back the money, again, you have to take the processing fee, because again, the bank charges us and charges everybody the processing fee. And in the end of the day, you withdraw 1,000, it comes back to us, you withdraw again, and it only costs $850. So that's, of course, things we don't accept. And this is why it's been a little slow with the cash outs in the Christmas time, because it was Christmas, banks were closed, Americans banks were closed, or Swiss banks were closed, or whenever Germans worked, Swiss were not working, and so on. So we had some issues and some delays in the cash outs in the Karatbit. Nothing ever gets lost in a company, no money gets lost, no money remains without, rather than being paid to you. It's been a bit slow to change all these processes. As of today, we have the new Deutsche Bank processing payments for us. Tomorrow I will sign all the transactions up to date, all of them up to date, using the Deutsche Bank. But again, if I don't have the correct banking details, again, it will be for some customers delayed cash out. This is why we are right now working with our MasterCard supplier to implement the MasterCard you have in your pockets already as a cash out method for instant cashing out. from Karatbit. So yes, indeed, in the close future, in the close weeks, you will be able to cash out US dollars with the speed of light. You just cash out and you have your credit card credited automatically over API. So we will avoid these unpleasant situations, and we will avoid, because yes, this is why we want crypto to become the next payment system worldwide, because banks is completely, excuse me for this shit. Banks overcharge us, banks takes 3, 4, 5 lazy days. You never know how long it takes from Europe to America to cash out on a bank. They charge you as much as they want, and it's never transparent, and this and that. So yes, indeed, this is why we fight the traditional system of banks. We still need to work with them, because you still pay your invoices. You still buy food in the supermarket with your credit card, with your bank. But I'd say in the next 10 years, it will be like 50-50 users on blockchain and banks, regular users, blockchain and banks. So yes, indeed, we're working on a cash in, cash out. So you will be able also to deposit with any crypto, any credit card, any MasterCard or Visa, no American Express, unfortunately, but MasterCard and Visa, you will have the option to deposit US dollars on Karatbit with no commission in the next few days, week. Of course, there will be some limitations. For the first transaction, it will be like at most $500, and till we build some background with the customers, because sometimes banks can approve a credit card payment, but of course we're facing these scammers again and credit card frauds and things like this, and we have to ward ourselves about these problems. So yes, indeed, there will be some extra security. Crypto is crypto. So if you buy with a credit card today, you can cash out the crypto instantly you bought with a credit card, and in the end of the day, we realize that your credit card was stolen, a scammer used it, and you complain to your bank to get your money back. You get your money back, but we lost the crypto, so we lose the money. So we have to implement some super state-of-the-art features directly with MasterCard and Visa, and we're working on it. Mr. Seitz is working on the contracting side, on the legal side with them. I'm working on a technical side to have it working.
I'm gonna work really hard. Thank you, Toma. Well, I want to work really hard to not take up too much more of your time. I wanted to just go around quickly, let the rest of our panel say hello to you. And guys, we've got 600, 700 people on here. We couldn't possibly answer so many questions. Mr. Kevin Thompson, one of our leaders in the DMV area, Gold Director Elite, just crushing the business. And Mr. Thompson from Team Freedom, an opportunity for you to say hello and anything you want to share with Mr. Toma briefly.
First of all, Tom, I want to say thank you. It's good to see you again, partner. I just wanted to salute you. I wanted to say thank you for being the boss that you are. Thank you for your brilliance and bringing that to our platform and allowing all of us to be a part of your vision and to be a part of the carriers of your mission to the world. I want to thank you on behalf of Team Freedom and all those that I represent and the Wealth Builders Worldwide, Karatbars International. We just say thank you. We appreciate your transparency. We wish you Godspeed and the best for everything that we're doing. Man, I just can't thank you enough. I had one question. I really think it's kind of irrelevant, but we always teach there's really no dumb questions. So I'm gonna ask it anyway. Is there any chance that all of our platforms will ultimately merge so that we can interface them the way that we've done with Karatbars to switch to Karat Gold and Karatbit and so forth and so on, so that there's no logging in and out, where we can just basically kind of lily pad hop through whatever Karat Pay, the Karat Gold, the Karat, the Karatbit. Is that foreseeable in the future?
So indeed, we know it. We know the issue. We understand the user experience sometimes is annoying to use 3-4 logins, 3-4 different platforms and so on. This happens just because the business expanded in some more directions than it was initially meant. So initially Karatbars was trading only gold, and so then we started to implement the crypto, the blockchain technology, and we had the ICO and things like this. So indeed we have right now like 4 or 5 working platforms that will eventually merge into one single universe, one single Karatbars universe. The at the time or before the time of the mainnet happening, because mainnet happening is like, that's the, let's say, not the maturity of our business, because we still develop more our business from that point, but that's like the technological link and the technological connection between all of them. So everything is based on a mainnet, everything will use the mainnet, and all the features will merge eventually into one single Karatbars universe. The sales, the trading, exchanging, payment system, and ATMs. So all of them will be the features of Karatbars. So of course, everything will be under one single platform, but we're still working on it. We're still working to bring all the universe together, and we're still working to have all the functionalities together. Because of course, also the ATMs will be connected with Karatbit, because you can redeem your universe straight in the ATMs. You can just locate the nearest ATM on Karatbit and go to the nearest ATM and withdraw the gold or withdraw your cash out of the nearest ATM.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
It's part of the payment system. So of course it's going to be all together. Yes, indeed, technically speaking, it's super complicated because it's different databases, but there will be a T0 when all of them will join, all of them will merge, all the databases will merge. But yes, it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky because sometimes users have different accounts on different platforms with using different emails. So you cannot exactly see which one is your account on Karatbit, which one is on Karatbars. Maybe you're using different emails, and we cannot automatically do, and it's going to be annoying because you'll be blocked on one because it's only one user for all of them and things like this. So yes, it is a T0 when we will tell everybody this is T0, 3 days, all transactions are suspended because you have to, we reset your passwords. You have to create a unique password, a unique ID. Maybe we'll make a new interface for generating your unique Karatbars ID. And basically you'll have to re-register your name and your email as a general picture, as a general user ID. And then you have to, let's put it this way. You will have a platform, you register a new account that you will be using on the entire universe. And then you have to re-register to sign in all your accounts into one single web page, and then we merge all your accounts under one single general account, let's say general picture account. And from that point, the old users won't be useful anymore, and you use the new login for all our universe, all our platforms, and all the features will be there. All the features you're using right now in different websites, in different platforms, will be in one single picture. We know it, we work on it, but it's not possible before we release all the things. And that will be like in June, July, August, exactly before we launch the mainnet. So yes, the answer is yes.
Now that you guys know that Toma Ovidiu will be in Atlanta in April, you definitely need to get your tickets. Mr. Best told me that if we sell out of tickets, we need to add to the room. There are no additional meeting spaces left in Atlanta during that weekend. So we have what we have. This will sell out quickly, especially knowing that this gentleman is here. I know you guys have got millions of questions. I want to kick this over to my business partner, Mr. Lewis Young. This gentleman is well-versed in cryptocurrency, and I'm sure he's just over there. Somebody typed in the chat room, Lewis looked like he was going to jump out of his chair. So Bitcoin Lewis Young, you can say hello to Mr. Toma Ovidiu.
So video, man, I definitely appreciate you, sir. You actually, man, you got me excited. Ain't too many people that can actually do that. Crypto Steve, no, man, we don't get excited about too much stuff, but just some of the things that you've been saying tonight, you know, I've been hearing something in my ear and it sounds like cha-ching. So I hear cash registers ringing. But man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. And it's kind of crazy because everything you're saying about the blockchain, I love blockchain. I love what we're doing. We're actually Karatbars as trailblazers and blockchain. You know, the things that we're doing right now. I was actually at a blockchain conference in Washington, D.C. at Howard University. And just the fact that what we're doing in Karatbars, they were talking about what we're doing as a theory. and not even knowing that we have what we have. So I feel good being in a place where we're light years ahead of things. But I got one question. Is not really about the cryptocurrency or anything like that. I just want to know, where is the customer service going to be for the phone? Because I know Crypto Steve and I plan on doing something huge with these phones. I just don't want everybody calling me for
So what do you mean by customer service? The after sales support or what?
Yeah, support. Like because we're gonna sell a ton of these phones.
I know.
We're gonna sell a lot of.
The phones will come with a complete new support that's gonna be dedicated for that. We know. I personally know telecom business very well, and I know exactly what support means in telecom. And it's completely different than web support, than support for web platforms. It will be super highly dedicated support in Romania. And I'm going to tell you why in Romania. Romania is, first of all, it's under my control because I'm Romanian and my team and my office is in Romania. Second of all, because the project comes from Romania and it originates from Romania, and both me, my partner, and our engineers are in Romania and they are Romanians. So also support should somehow cooperate very well with the developers. More than that, labor is not that expensive here in our country. And more than that, we need to have a complete building dedicated for support, services, sales, after sales, and everything. So altogether, from my point of view, by, let's say, 1st of August, we should have about 500 people working for this project. Just for the K1, just for the Voice over Blockchain project, it will be 500 people working. Part of them will be deployed from my main company to lead the new headquarters for this project. Part of them will be new, of course, all under Karatbars umbrella, because it is all Karatbars. So since I joined the project, I joined with all my team, and all my team is completely dedicated to Karatbars. We're not like a third-party subcontractor or something like this. We're full-time Karatbars. And as of today, it's not like a decision or a thing we don't change in the future, or we are not willing to change if we need. But as of today, the support and the customer support and the customer sales and everything will be in Romania. In a completely new team, new headquarters, new building, new everything. And it will be, I all the time know what dimensioning is in telecom. I completely know it. All time zones, live voice support, written support, live chat, everything we need to have. Properly. Warranty-wise, because probably I will get this question shortly, what about the warranty for the phones? We're right now working to contract. So no, let's say it this way. Right now I'm getting the picture of all the countries we're active in. In every country where we'll sell more than a few units, we will have a contract with one of the major mobile phone supplier or distributor locally to do warranties for us, to subcontract warranty for us. So warranty won't happen from the center, from Germany. Nobody will deliver you warranty from Germany, because that means a super bad user experience. When you buy a product, of course, it's an electronics, so it can happen to fail, and then you have to wait 1 month to be delivered from Europe. So at that point, you just have, we will have partnerships all over the world, in every country. We'll have buffer stocks in every country for warranty issues. And generally speaking, as you noticed probably, smartphones usually don't repair nothing. You just change it and that's it. Then we have to, this is also another important aspect, that we've contracted with the main factories, the main factory of Sony components and things. The main factory is in Malaysia, the second one is in Hong Kong, and the third one is in Taiwan. So we've contracted with all the factories, the suppliers, something like this. Every time we get warranty, we need replacement. I don't care, I don't want repairs. I don't want the user to have a repaired a smartphone if we have a battery failure or an antenna failure or a camera failure or whatever. Because as you know, also your iPhones fail sometimes. The Samsungs fail. Every electronics, doesn't matter the brand, is subject to failure in warranty. So then we will have replacement buffer stocks in every major retailer, every major, not retailer, like distributor all over the world. Their distributor will just hold the stocks, the buffer stocks for us, and every time that there is a claim, a warranty claim, that distributor will be paid to send you the phone and get the broken one, the warranty one. So that's probably that supplier will get a figure in every country. We set up with them a flat rate that we will pay them to do the service of warranty replacement. For example, in America, and I'm not hiding this, right now I was discussing with one of the main Verizon, the distributors. They have like 1,000 shops, 1,000 sales points in America, and probably in the US, not America, in the USA. And probably we will work with them if we reach an agreement on the contract we're working right now. So in the end of the day, it's just like you choose the nearest of their shops, the nearest to your city, and you ask them to be delivered there, to be delivered by courier to your door for the warranty things. So yes, we thought of everything, and because the project is coordinated by me, I need to have it done the German way. Nothing but the German way. German quality, German timing, German deliveries, German sales, everything perfect. But yeah, this is my business card. This project comes with me, comes from my side. I brought in a company and I have to show everybody who we are and what we can do.
So Toma, I'm trying to get you out of here. Price point, can you say anything about the price point of the phone?
I can't.
Okay, no worries.
I can't.
No worries.
And I'll tell you more. It's not like it's once it's a bit confidential on this stage. Second, it's not super. I mean, we know exactly the picture and we know exactly the costs for producing, but we're still working on the easiest way for taxation because, of course, you produce in some countries, some rice countries. Sorry for that. And then you have custom fees, and you have VTs, and a lot of things. And then you have some profit margins, and then we have some packages of sales, and then we will include some points in the packages, and this is subject to the company. But I can tell you for sure, and this is information which is not confidential, it will be big time cheaper than the iPhones.
Whoa. Oh, we're done here. Okay, so Mr. Ramon Wilson, you guys heard from him earlier. He's the new kid on the block, but not a kid for sure, because just totally documented in the industry. Mr. Ramon, if you could just super brief, say hello to Toma and maybe a quick question if you need to.
Good evening, Mr. Toma. Thanks for taking time out to speak with everybody on this panel. The one question that I have from the community that I'm involved in is the whole coin market cap. Like, is there any chance that that's going to be updated? A lot of your crypto enthusiasts, especially myself, that's the first thing I look at when I look at a technology or a coin, the coin market cap, how much is in circulation, how much is out there, so I can make a sound decision. So do you know of any changes of the coin market cap in the KBC? Because right now it just has question marks. So a lot of the investors that I actually deal with have a big concern with that, sir.
So I feel the same. I feel the same, and I completely understand your question, maybe better than everybody here. Catch is like this: CoinMarketCap, it's a company somewhere in the States. They're not transparent anyway. They're sometimes accused they manipulate the market as they want. They're accused about things. I consider they are somehow transparent, but even so, nobody can point where CoinMarketCap is. Nobody can point a contact person of theirs. They have some procedures you have to follow to register, and then they do some internal audit, and then they list whatever and whenever they consider. We've pushed them hard. We've been in contact with them. We found them somehow. We found some contact people in there. Let's say our cooperation with them was super fine till this issue came, and we never got a clear answer on this issue. What I guess is like this: we're so super young project. We came this year, 2018, on the market, and we are in top 38 as of today. So if you consider our circulating supply, we're top 38. Of course, there is some interests in the market that don't want competition. First of all, there's some major cryptocurrency backed by air projects that we over exceed in 6 months of activity. And this is things that probably some persons have interest and they don't agree. Maybe another guess of mine is that CoinMarketCap is also waiting for us to deliver the bonus, so they would have a clear picture of the circulating supply, because circulating supply before this point was X. Now it should be X plus the bonus delivered to people. So circulating supply will be amended in January. We never had an official answer. They never rejected our application. So we did the application. They accepted it. We got the official email. It was accepted. Then we were asked some questions. We delivered them in real time, and we provided all the information needed by CoinMarketCap. But being a third-party company, being a paid third-party company, because of course nobody lists you for free. Every project, the more or the less they consider, they pay CoinMarketCap. The more or the less CoinMarketCap considers you are worth, the more they ask for you as a listing fee. We pay them all the fees. We deliver them all the technical APIs, all the technical information, transparent information. Moreover, we're ERC20, so there's nothing they can be worried about us, because we are a carrier blockchain. Yeah, we're on Ether. There's nothing to be worried. Ether is bulletproof, and it's proved to be bulletproof in terms of carrier blockchain. So technically speaking, they have nothing against us. They cannot have something against us. And they never said, or nobody said, there's something wrong with us. They just say all the time, yes, we do our auditing, our internal inspections. There is projects in the market, like super good projects, that were listed, the circulating supply in 6 months. Some of them were listed in 2 weeks. I know some, excuse my words, some shit projects that never paid 1 single cent to CoinMarketCap, and they got listed the circulating supply in 2 weeks. But the market cap is like 1 million altogether, US dollars. So yeah, nobody can give a super clear answer unless you own CoinMarketCap. So unless CoinMarketCap is our company, we cannot give you a clear picture, because it's their decision when to do it. Nevertheless, they should do it, and they will do it. And I would guess they wait for delivering the bonus to have the clear picture, and then they will do it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
I understand. I appreciate that, Mr. Toma. I mean, me personally, I understand the whole red tape of what CoinMarketCap does. When they feel threatened by competition, because technically Karatbars has no competition, and we have an actual asset that threatens, honestly, the top 50 on the market cap right now, and that includes Bitcoin. But that's a whole nother story. I just wanted to put it out there because I know there's a lot of people in the ecosystem that had that fear because of the pre-ICOs and things that happened prior to the Bitcoin futures and all this, how much is in existence and all that. The thing that I just wanted to, and correct me if I'm wrong, I just wanted to say this. The thing that separates us from 99.99% of the rest of the coin market cap and the rest of the cryptocurrency world is that our coin is backed by an actual asset, meaning that we don't have to worry about the inflation or institutional funds coming in and manipulating the price, because our coin and our technology is based off the actual gold coming out of the ground. Correct? Thank you. That's all I want to say.
We have another one of our golden sisters out on the West Coast who has helped tons of people claim their bonuses. I saw her in the chat room. I mean, not in the chat room, in the groups there. So and she's got her gorgeous grandbaby there. And so I just definitely had to have you introduce you to her and let all the people that she's been helping see her on. And Ms. Abram, please say hello to Mr. Toma Ovidiu, and if you have a quick question for him as well.
Hello, Mr. Toma, and it's really not a question. It's the statement that you made. I'm new to crypto, as in probably, 6-7 months now. But to me, the biggest plus to our whole exchange that everyone is going to flock to is the instant cash out on that MasterCard. I've been trading with my son on different exchanges, and that just does not happen. There is no instant cash out anywhere. And when you said that, that was game over. That 100% was game over. So I look so forward to it. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael Delco, for this panel. This information was invaluable tonight.
Oh my gosh.
So
oh my God. And I got to echo what you're saying there, because it almost, I'm sorry guys, but can I be frank? It almost tricks us into holding. Like, the longer you hold, the longer you're connected with this guy right here. Think about what I'm saying right there. I mean, you're getting his brilliance by assimilation and association with Herald Sites. This is mind-boggling on a level. I know we all have these aspirations. I mean, I'm getting older. And I don't want to wait until I'm 80 to start really enjoying my life. And so cryptocurrency is over here in the ether, and the world is working on dollars. Well, Karatbars and Karatbit are bringing those two worlds together so that they're seamless. So what a great point that Ms. Abram just made. Thank you for that. And hello to the little beautiful baby angel right there. And Ms. Tanisha Glaspie, you get a chance to meet and greet Mr. Toma Ovidiu.
Excuse me a second, Michael, because you said something about the bonus, and I missed this point, and maybe it's very important to say it out loud. So, bonus claiming. It was first said, well, you can claim the bonus in December, and then we realized sometimes December is a month when everybody's away, and nobody, or maybe not everybody, will have the opportunity to claim the bonus, but you should. And this is why Mr. Size considered, let's expand the bonus claiming period till the end of January. But this is not a reason or an issue to delay paying out the bonus for those who started to claim in December. And we already started to pay out the bonus as of the 2nd or the 3rd of January. It's a process where we want to avoid scammers. You know, probably there's been a lot of scams in the market. There's been a lot of people who lost wallets and things like this. So this is why I considered we need our team to manually check the bonus claims and pay it out. So we did automatically, first of all, and then we started to manually check all transactions and pay out the bonus. As of today, we paid like 6,500 users out of 13,000 claimed in December till the 5th of January. We're paying out the bonus. We're still getting the claims for the bonus till the end of January. And as soon as we finish paying out the December bonus, the ones claimed in December until the 5th of January, so we'll start finish paying out by this week probably, we will start paying out the ones who claimed in January. So by the end of January, or maybe the 2nd, the 3rd of February, all the bonus in a company, all the claim bonus will be paid. Please do not approach support, hello, my bonus was not paid and my neighbor's was paid. We pay in batches. We can't pay everybody at the same time, because that means we have to analyze all transactions and then pay out everybody. But if we already analyzed 1,000, why don't we pay the first batch of 1,000 people? So we do it. We analyze the transactions and we pay out in batches of 500, 300, 800 people a time. Every day another 500, 600 users bonus is paid. So please be patient, bonus is paid. We have the coins for you. There's no worries on that. For sure, there's nothing to be worried about that. And do not approach support. Hello, my neighbor was paid, my friend was paid bonus, but I wasn't. As well, if you claimed 2 of your wallets on the same account, it might happen we pay only one account today and the other account in the next day, because we analyze wallets. We do not analyze accounts, Karatbit accounts. That's just an account where we pay the bonus. But if you have 2 wallets and you claim both of them, It can happen, one of them gets paid today and the other wallet gets paid in the next day. That's not a problem, that's not an issue.
So Toma, what is the amount? What's the math on the bonus? What's the amount per KBC that you're paying? Is it 1.35 cents? What is it?
No, I will explain you right now.
Okay.
So the idea is like this. There were some issues, but maybe not even issues. In the past, when you bought the coins, it might have happened your coins were delivered a bit later than the 15th of June. Because at that time, exactly at that time, if you look on the graphics of the Ether network, at that time, Ether network was super crowded. So some of the transactions, even if you got the coins you invested in 1st of June, which qualifies for the bonus, you were delivered coins on the 17th of June, which in theory does not qualify, but of course you qualify, because we consider the date you invested, not when you were delivered the coins. But on Etherscan, the transactions happen on the 20th of June or the 22nd of June, you got paid. Of course, we have to include those transactions, and this is another reason why we take all the user claims manual to double verify when the user invested, not when the user was paid. It might happen sometimes when you were paid over a support claim. Maybe you're not paid even in the 22nd of June, and you're paid in August. Still, you qualify for the bonus. That transaction qualifies for the bonus. So no worries on that. If by any mistake we do not give you the entire bonus because of one super late transaction or because of a double transactions, sometimes there were double transactions for some users. So also we take that in consideration. So no worries on that. All bonus will be paid to everybody. If there's some mistake, please contact support and you will get the bonus paid instantly to the real value you have to be paid.
And Tony, we get bonus on the coins on our dashboard too, right?
The ones who still have the coins in the dashboard, if you invested in that coins before the 15th of June, that's subject to bonus. And in the end of the day, we realize it's easier to pay the bonus in the dashboard. So then when you cash out the coins from the dashboard, you cash them out, including the bonus. Wow. Sometimes it happens, the user inserted the wrong wallet in the dashboard and the coins never left the dashboard because they demanded the coins in the wrong wallet. So yes, indeed, we will pay attention to that one. No worries on that. Excuse me, Michael, you asked me a question about the bonus. So, idea is like this. Bonus was said to be 35% on the coins you invested before a certain date, okay? But because Mr. Seitz, it's a German, and Mr. Seitz all the time wants to deliver more than promised. He promised 35% KBC coins on top of the ones invested if you fill the condition. This, that, blah, blah, blah. But Mr. Seitz says also, why don't we give the users the option to choose? Why do we give them only the option to be captive to get bonus in KBC? Our project is bigger than that. Let's give them the option to choose KBC, KCB Gold. If you want the KBC you were promised, you have the KBC you were promised. 35% KBC. But you also have the option to choose if you want KCB or Gold. So that's why you are paid the bonus in this bonus universe. But in the end of the day, the picture is like this. Just to have a mathematical relationship between the bonus universe and the KBC, so there's not going to be any complaint on this because there's no hidden catch in this. It's only a feature you are given to choose. No hidden catch, no commission for exchanging, no commission for awarding the bonus, no nothing. So at that point, let's take a simple example, simple mathematics. You have 1,000 coins subject for bonus, okay? You are supposed to receive 35% bonus in KBC. That would be 350 coins, okay? But you have the option to choose. So at that point, we said, okay, how much universe do we give the people in terms, so they would be able to choose? We take this relationship. The exchange rate of KBC on the 1st of January on the 1st December was $0.0135 US for KBC, right? So Mr. Seitz said, okay, let's count the 350 bonus coins multiplied by the value of 0.0135. You get the universe, you get the gold, yes, for this value. If you want to change, you opt to change the gold for KBC, you can change this universe, the value of this universe, for 0.0135 today in KBC. So you will get that universe converted in KBC for exactly 350 KBC you were supposed to get bonus. So you don't get less KBC because of this feature. Again, you don't get out of, if you opt to change the bonus universe in KBC, you don't get one single KBC less than you were supposed to get as bonus if you were just simply given the KBC away. No hidden catch, and I'm saying out loud, no hidden catch, no commissions, no bullshit, no games played. Okay, it's transparent feature, transparent option to keep the gold, to get some KBC, to spread it. Even if you can, you can spread it. You can split this bonus and get some KBC, some KCB, and some gold. It's your decision how you do it.
Outstanding. And ladies and gentlemen, we have kept Toma Ovidiu up until 4 in the morning. Is it 4 o'clock in the morning there, Neil Toma?
For 1 minute to 4.
The last person in our moderator panel to say hello and meet and greet to you tonight is the diva in the desert, Ms. Tanisha Glaspie. Ms. Glaspie, you can say hello to Mr. Ovidiu, and we'll see him on his way. I don't see Mr. Best on the platform.
Hello, Mr. Toma. Nice to meet you. Thank you for this. I just have one question. So you mentioned business owners will be able to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment. When can we let them know this will be available? Because I'm ready to go, like now.
Honestly, I understood half, and from that half you lost me.
Okay, you mentioned that business owners will be able to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment. When can we tell them this will be available?
Good question. The platform right now, it's like 80% done, the entire platform. It will be completely done by the end of January, but we still need some time to test it. We will test it locally. We will implement it with some demo shops around Romania at first, around Stuttgart in Germany, and probably we will choose another city in South Africa or America. I don't know exactly how we choose the pilot, but we need a pilot. It will go global super fast. And we need to make sure on these volumes of payments and these volumes of transactions, everything works super smooth. So then we will have some testing time, probably another 2 or 3 weeks. But by the end of February, it should be up, running, available, so you can knock doors and start selling contracts. I like to say it's selling contracts, even though you don't sell nothing, nobody buys nothing from you, and you don't get paid for selling the acceptance of cryptocurrency as a form of payment. You just sign a contract, not even sign. You just offer a service to a shop, and from that point, the shop starts to accept payment, generates fees, so you generate money as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Toma, you when you signed on, it was OT. Is it Ovidiu Toma or Toma Ovidiu?
Yeah. OT, Ovidiu Toma, Toma Ovidiu, doesn't matter. In the end of it, it's the same. It's
really? Okay. That's good to know. Well, listen, we really appreciate you tonight. Honestly, guys, I know millions of questions, but put your hands together, applause signs, plus signs, everything.
If you want me to take some more questions, or you can choose from the chat some more questions, I would be happy, because it's 4, but I won't go to sleep, because otherwise I don't wake up.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So this is what we're gonna do, guys.
I will stay some more with you here, not too much, but I will stay some more. Then I work something, and my team will show up at 8 for work, and they will find me the first office. And usually this doesn't happen too often. My people usually don't find me in the office in the morning. I find them in the office, because I never work before 10 in the morning. This is my first rule. I never work before 10. But if I work since last night, yeah, it happens. It happens to me quite often to sleep on the couch in the office, because I'm too lazy to go home.
Okay, well, this is what we're going to do then, Toma. we normally have Fast Start training tonight at 9:00 p.m., which is right now. So with the permission of the team, the 600 some people that are here, if y'all are okay with it, I would like to preempt the Fast Start training, since Toma is saying he'll hang out a while and we just don't do Fast Start tonight. Are y'all with me? Wealth Builders, are y'all with me? They saying do it, let's go.
Who needs Fast Start training?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I just want to make sure I'm not making anybody upset. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do.
Just give me a minute, please, to get another coffee, and I'll be back.
We're gonna let you get a coffee and a smoke. And guys, there's a question that's been in the chat room for a while. Toma, feel free to break away for a moment. Tanisha, I'm gonna put you in charge of Q&A. And the first question I want you to get for him is a gentleman who's asking, he made a transaction from one Karatbars account to another, but no, that's not the first one. The first one, let's see, says, oh man, I lost it. It went away real quick. But Tanisha, you may have seen it. He's asked it several times. I definitely want to get that question answered. He said something about he bought it with a Bitcoin, but it didn't show up or something like that. Seemed like a kind of a, oh, he submitted it. No, that's not it either. So I'll try to find it. There it is. He said somebody asked, he sold one at 1370. I'm trying to stop that question. Please type it in the Q&A room. He sold 1370 Unival for 1 Bitcoin apiece, and the Bitcoin never showed up on his account. They closed the trade lower and looked at all the universe. I'm not sure exactly what he's asking, but it definitely looks like he's desperate to get that answer. Do you see it, Tanisha?
I see it.
Okay, please capture that question and see if Toma can make sense of it, and then you can kind of go through there. I don't want to beat him up, guys, but is this not amazing? I mean,
there's no word to even describe what this is, Mr. Delco, and I appreciate the fact that the Wealth Builders Worldwide is the ones that present this information, that we are able to, be received by this gentleman who is definitely a gangster in the industry, a boss in his own right. I mean, I'm just so humbled to be on the platform with you guys, man. This is amazing.
So this is how we're going to do this training tonight. When Ramon asked that question about the market cap, Toma's answer just floored me. It's like, I love the transparency of this because, yeah, we're taking a chance. I guess you could say we're taking a chance with Harold Seitz. It's not much of a chance that we're taking. I mean, he's proven his integrity over and over again, and Toma is no different. That's just a perfect mesh with what we've already experienced with Mr. Seitz. And here's the thing that Toma said to me personally and within our advisory council group. He said this one time, and this is what made me know that this was the guy I had to get on a Wealth Builders webinar. Here's what he said. He said, this is a community organization. And without the success of the community, we're all out of business. So his first priority is to us. Guys, that right there sealed the deal for me. I said, oh, I got to get him on a Wealth Builders webinar and put some people in and panel some people to get some questions answered. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn this over to Tanisha Glaspie. She's going to control the Q&A flow. And Miss Maxine Jones, can you see the Q&A as well, Miss Maxine? All right, the two of them are going to go back and forth. I'm going to mute my microphone, let them get the questions and answers going, and then when Toma gets tired, we'll stop.
No, just give me the questions and I will answer briefly the questions. I don't want to enter details. For me, every question comes with a million details. And it's part of my education. Whenever somebody asks you a question, you can answer yes or no, or you can answer with the entire picture and then conclude the yes or no. So usually I answer the entire picture, but I will try to go briefly through this question because I know there's plenty of it. We need to, if the community asks some questions, we need to answer them. But I will do it briefly, so don't get mad at me if I don't offer you so many details on your questions. Thanks, guys.
I have one quick question regarding the payout, and you were saying that we need to put in our international banking numbers. Now, will they upgrade it? Because see, in the KYC process, we're being approved, and like I'm approved with my US information. So that's kind of giving us a sense that we're okay when in essence we're not okay.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. The national bank account is also international, so it's the same. But make sure with your bank, that account, that information you submitted in a KYC, make sure that account accepts for international payments. If it doesn't, whenever you withdraw cash, you can insert new banking details. So the KYC is just to know the customer, to make sure the customer is the person pretending to be. But we usually don't consider that once. We consider the details you enter whenever you click withdraw. So whenever you click withdraw, you have to enter the banking details or select one bank you already have saved. So make sure that one is good, and also make sure, please, make sure the typing is, you don't mistype it. Because mistyping costs everybody money and costs time and support complaints and things like this. A zero, if you mistype a zero, that's subject to a week delay in your payment and probably some dollars.
Where do you get the service for the phone?
Where do we get a service? What do you mean service?
I guess they mean a service provider for the phone, like Verizon, AT&T.
So a service would be any type of internet connection or the satellite connection. You can, all the phones will come in two options. Will come with 4G plus Wi-Fi, so you can get the internet from wherever provider you have worldwide, wherever you travel, either Wi-Fi or the 4G network, or you can get over the satellite one. So the satellite one would be a phone with 4G connection and satellite connection. You can choose whatever connection you want to use, but of course the satellite connection comes with a bit higher plan, because it's like direct satellite from direct internet from a satellite, but that's not exactly as cheap as it is to use your whatever internet connection you have available. Indeed, if you travel in Africa or if you travel somewhere where there's no regular network, you can use the satellite connection. But you can opt and buy the cheaper version without a satellite connection if you don't consider to use in a remote location.
Can you check out one? Can we buy the cellular device with cash gold?
Yep, you can buy it with all, as Karatbars used to do, you can buy with the regular Karatbars means of payment. That's the cash gold, the Univolts, credit card payment, crypto, KBC, Bitcoin, Ether, and whatever.
Can I get a big wow? Can I get a big wow in the chat room? Can I just get a big wow? Like, wow.
Man, y'all not even seeing me right now. I just passed out and hit the floor. This is not even really me right here. I'm on the floor over here. Oh, man.
Can we buy the cellular device with cash gold?
Yep, this is the answer.
Oh, okay. Where do we get the apps? Skip that.
Where do you get, sorry?
The apps.
The apps, we have our internal apps like App Store. It's not App Store because App Store is like the Apple. But yes, indeed, there is an app, not App Store because all the apps will be free. But you have a feature of an App Store. So you can download whatever apps you want. The apps is both iOS and Android compatible ones. So we will feed the App Store with all the apps available on the market, compatible with iOS and Android.
Okay, another wow. Can I get another wow? Jeez.
So if I understand correctly, we won't need a phone carrier anymore? That's the question.
You would need any type of internet connection you can feed the phone with. Of course, the phone has to communicate somehow. It has to link to the blockchain. Yep. So this is the catch. You need an internet connection, and that's it. Over internet connection, you can start making calls, like regular calls over IP, which goes to a server of WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever, but that's centralized and that's not over blockchain, that's over a regular IP. Or you can use the internet connection to carry the calls over the blockchain. So the call is modulated in a phone over the blockchain, is hashed, sent between the decentralized infrastructure. So it's not sent to a central server. So unless the last server on the globe will fail, the network won't fail.
What would you say to someone as to why they need our phone versus iPhone?
I don't get it, sorry.
It says, what would you say to someone as to why they need our phone?
Why they would need it? That's a nice question. Why would you need, why do you need right now to buy the latest iPhone? Because it has cool features. Why you migrated from the wired phone, from the fixed phone at home to the mobile one? Because in the end of the day, the mobile phone does the same like the fixed phone. You can call your grandpa. So yes, you can call you can call your grandparents using the regular phone. You can call the grandparents using the fixed phone, but you can call your grandparents using the new technology, which is faster, cheaper, decentralized, and private.
Okay, so it's okay to place an order at limit. That's the question.
No, it's okay to consider how do I want to place an order first. So when placing an order, you can place a limit order. So I'm not willing to sell right now on the spot, no matter what the price is. I'm looking to get this much for my coins, for what the thing I'm selling. What do I want to sell? I want to sell Bitcoin to get KBC. I'm looking to buy KBC no matter what the price is, or I'm looking to place an order and wait for the order to be filled by somebody who wants to sell. It's two different things, but first you have to consider your strategy. It's not like, of course, you have two features on exchange. So of course, both of them should be used and can be used. The question is like, first, make sure you understand what you want to do, make sure that you understand the action you're about to take, and then take the action. Don't take the action just because your neighbor told you that you go here, click market, and then you click the number. Make sure you understand what you want to do and how trading works, and then do trades. Moreover, no trading is reversible. No trading on any exchange in the world is reversible. So if you misclick and you sell for a market price and there's no orders in that time, and you sell it for cheap, nobody can reverse the trades. And it's not like we don't want. It's like this is how exchanges work. Because you as a buyer, you place an order and your order is pending. If that order is filled, it makes no sense somebody would cancel the order. Maybe in between you withdraw the money. So nobody can reverse the trades.
Okay.
Will the phones work on 5G technology, which is the future of wireless communications?
As long as the 5G operators will provide the internet connections, yes, it will work. Of course, every 5G operator should provide and will provide internet connection. So yes, indeed it will work. The first version available on the market will be 4G compatible only. I mean up to 4G compatible. It's compatible with 2G, 3G, 3G plus, 4G and edge networks. So now, no 4G because 4G of the technology is not yet worldwide spread. And it makes no sense to make an expensive device that uses a technology which is not available in all countries. And in the end of the day, internet connection is the same in 4G and 5G. We don't care. You can use it with a 3G connection, it works the same.
Are funds hacker-proof in Karatbit?
Our phones hacker-proofed in Karatbit. There's maybe it's two questions in one. The phones is hacker-proof for sure. Every blockchain, by definition, by construction, is hacker-proof. As of today, no hacker managed to steal money, to steal coins from hacking a network. Yes, they can hack the end users, they can scam the end user, but nobody by now proved to be able to hack a blockchain, a proper blockchain. So yes, indeed, as long as the blockchain is hacker-proof, the communication is private, because only hacking the blockchain would make the third party overtake the calls or get in a call. So from this perspective, it's completely private and completely decentralized. Karatbit is also hacker-proof in terms of somebody stealing coins, because Karatbit is the interface, but there's no coin in Karatbit. coins is on different servers meant to protect coins. And even if in this world, by let's say the worst case scenario, somebody would hack Karatbars, they won't find any coins there. They would hack a user interface and that's it. Yeah, they can change a logo. They can't. But even if a hacker can, they can change a logo and place a monkey rather than Karatbars. But nobody will be able to steal coins from Karatbars.
I sold 1,300 univals for 1 Bitcoin, a piece in the Bitcoin. Wait a minute, it keeps moving, sorry. I sold 1,300 univals for 1 Bitcoin, a piece in the Bitcoin never showed up in my account. Instead, the universe has disappeared. Can you tell me what happened?
It might have been a bug or something, or you didn't sell it. So please make sure when you click sell, when you place an order, make sure the order is executed. Because placing an order, if you place it especially limit order, doesn't mean necessarily the order was executed, unless the order matches a buy order or sell order. So first of all, make sure the order is not yet open, because sometimes it happens, people place an order and they consider they sold. And they contact support asking, where's my coin? Because they will never show up. But the order was never matched. So you never bought something. You just expressed your intention to buy something on a certain price. But if nothing was for sale for that price, of course you didn't buy nothing. And the coins is in the pending order. You didn't spend the coins, you just placed the coins in a pending order. So make sure you haven't got an open order for that amount. If you don't have an open order and the order was executed and you are not credited automatically the Bitcoin you bought, please contact support. Providing your user ID and some details about transactions. The transaction and the support will help you for that, no worries. But first, make sure the order was executed and not just posted.
Okay. With the cell phones, will customers be able to import their current phone numbers?
You can import the current phone numbers. You can still use compatible applications with Android and iOS, such as WhatsApp, such as Telegram, Signal, WeChat, and everything. So yes, indeed, you can also import your existing phone number, and you can still use the previous applications you used in a regular phone. As long as there is to put it this way, our phone uses an operating system based on Linux. Both iOS and Android is based on Linux. It's Linux kernel. So as long as an application exists for iOS or Android, it will exist for us also.
I have accounts that the Ethereum will not transfer from exchange to wallet. Will that be fixed?
That subject, if so I understand that somebody withdrew some coins and they were not delivered in their wallet. If this happened and it didn't show up in your wallet for more than 2 or 3 hours, please contact support, provide details about transaction, and we will help you, no worries.
When will we start with bank accounts?
When will we start with bank accounts? This question refers to the Karatcoin Bank or refers to Karatbit? I don't understand the question.
They did not clarify. So whoever asked that question, please clarify that. It's
I'm
just
pretty sure that's the crypto bank, on which you may not have any purview over.
So the bank, okay, the bank will be fully operational with branches and offices for public use by the end of the ICO. So the ICO builds the bank. Okay, there is banking papers and things, but the bank is still not yet open for public usage because the project is not mature. The project will be at maturity by the end of the KCB ICO. The KCB is the coin that builds the infrastructure. This is the ICO building the infrastructure. And by the end of this period, so by the end of September, the bank will be operational in terms of crypto and bank accounts. So we can also withdraw money from the American Miami-based bank. And at that point, you won't be needed to have international accounts to get the payments. You can get the payment straight from the Miami bank, and you get it domestic in America.
I sent an error 2 coins from my wallet when claiming the 35%. Will that affect my bonus? And is there a way
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So the catch is like this, and also that's a good question because, again, I come with a lot of details in an answer. The idea is like this. There is plenty of scammers on the market. So we thought, okay, we need to make sure the person claiming the wallet is the owner of the wallet, because otherwise a scammer could have come and claimed your bonus for your wallet. Your wallet is public. Everybody can see your wallet on Etherscan. So the idea was, if you claim the bonus for a wallet, you have to prove this wallet belongs to you. Generating the 1 KBC transaction, sending us the 1 KBC transaction proves you claim the bonus for a wallet that belongs to you, that you have access to. So in the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you send 1 KBC or 0.1 or 10 KBC. The catch is like you showed our system, you automatically showed us you own the wallet. The wallet is yours, and you don't claim as a scam, you claim as a legit user of that wallet. So it doesn't matter how much you send, the claim is okay.
What would be more beneficial to acquire since we are fusing both coins in the mainnet, KBC or KCB? I get this question a lot from team members.
Yep, and this is a good question, and there's a super good answer. In the end of the day, both coins will migrate on the mainnet. The catch is like, what's the mathematics behind it, and what's the economical reason behind both of them? Both of them are good in their way. Both of them bring you somehow an increase of value when it's transferred on the mainnet, but KCB, it's a running ICO for building an infrastructure, and KCB will generate the master nodes. You will see in the next futures, in the next days, in your back office, in the dashboard, what's all about and what's the advantages of buying KCB in front of the KBC. Okay, so in the end of the day, the mathematics is the same. You can buy both of them. KBC is not for sale in, no, put it this way. The more you buy KBC, the more the price increases. So you cannot buy KBC for a flat rate, first of all. KCB is still for sale for a flat rate. Okay, there's plenty of bonus, so you buy it for 0.14, that's the nominal price, but of course there's plenty of bonus you can get, so in the end of the day, don't pay 0.14 for the KCB. But moreover, the KCB has a major advantage. You can build the master nodes by depositing the KCB coins. Master nodes, as you probably know, if you don't know, we will show you up in the next few days what a master node is. Master nodes generate incomes from the transaction fees, okay? So if you want to create a master node, you have to deposit the KCB coins, is deposit, not spend the KCB coins. You deposit the KCB coins in a master node, and from that point, you generate a share of the transaction fees over the entire network, paid daily or weekly in your wallet.
Wait. Okay, so are you about to sell like 10 million KCB tonight? Did you? I mean, guys, did y'all just hear what he said? Like, can you rewind that real slow? I know we're trying to move through these questions, but I think
I can only give you part of this information.
Okay, because I was gonna say, sounds like you're you know, breaking the internet right here. Like, like, okay, because everybody's so in love with KBC, but it sounds like you're telling us a little secret about the KCB. And I'm not trying to make you burden yourself.
From my point of view, from where I'm standing, KCB is the star, because KCB builds the entire infrastructure. KBC is a project listed, is backed by gold, will be migrated on a mainnet as a backed by gold coin. But the KCB, as you know, is the coin that builds the infrastructure. Infrastructure means the entire ecosystem of bank, payment system, POS, ATM, voice over blockchain phone, and so on. So as long as KCB builds the infrastructure, KCB can build the master nodes. Google fast what a master node is, and you would know the information 3 days before the company will officially announce it, and in the next 3 or 4 or 5 days, you'll see the dashboard, some new super mega cool features on the current packages that will bring you more KCB, so you can easily build the master nodes. You'll have some more information about what a master node is. It's not a concept we've brought in the market. It's a general concept of how blockchain technology works. So blockchains exist since the first master nodes exist since the first blockchain was in the market, since Bitcoin.
Okay, but hold on, Thomas. So Ramon is shaking his head. So Ramon, what is he hitting us with something hard? I mean, you're in here.
I kept an eye on Ramon. I saw he agrees all my words for the past 5 minutes, and I kept my words all on Ramon for the past 5 minutes because this guy seems to know what I'm talking about. And yeah, I love your t-shirt, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Toma. Yes, Mr. Delco and everybody. Masternodes are there. It's hard to explain, but what Toma is saying is basically that the KCB is the foundation to the whole ecosystem. Everything moves and operates through the KCB. The KBC, the phone, everything is built off that infrastructure.
Oh my God.
And the actual, the blood inside of our infrastructure is the master nodes. That's how the profits and everything is distributed to build more infrastructure for Karatbars International, to pay its affiliates and everything else. So think of the KCB is the pier and beam of your home. All right. The outskirts, the bricks and everything else is your KCB, and everything, your central air and heat is the master nodes and everything that makes the house feel warm and everything else. That's the best way I can put it. Master nodes are massive. The technology is like not even, the service haven't even been scratched on master nodes yet. And it's just everything he's saying. It's just smart how Mr. Sykes put it together and how it's going to change the world's monetary system, because now we are so far ahead by doing something that other industries and other coins and other ICOs tried to do, but we actually have done it. It's just we have to be patient, and once it comes all together, it's just like, you know, waiting for Thanksgiving. You can't wait to, you know, they say come eat. You just can't wait.
I'm so overwhelmed right now. Thank you, Ramon. I'm so overwhelmed right now about this conversation, Toma, because you guys. Okay, look. Let me gather myself. Toma lives in a different kind of world. So we're bridging a couple of worlds here. We're bridging the world of regular folks like me, right? With this guy who jet sets around the world, flies first class, flies in private planes, has meetings with high-level organizations that are cutting-edge technology, and he's dumbing this stuff down for me and whoever else is feeling like me right now. And Kevin, yeah, me and Kevin. And so I need to stress as a team trainer the importance of where you're sitting right now. Do everything. Pray, get in your prayer closet, talk to your pastors, your rabbis, do whatever, communicate with each other, do whatever you got to do to settle yourself from what we've been trained to do. What have we been trained to do? Get some money and buy something. This is so big. This is like, you're I'm pointing at you, the person on the video right now. This is what Louis Young has been trying to tell us. You are the person. Look, you see what Louis is doing. Go ahead, Louis.
For sale. I'm
right.
buying KCBs.
Right.
Anybody want to buy a Porsche? There you go.
He's selling his Bentley, right? I'm telling you, Toma's a different kind of gangster, right? Let me say this emphatically and spiritually. You are the person that's not going to just buy the nice house and the car for you to have a good life now. You're going to get that. Yeah, you're going to get that. You. Point at yourself. You are the person that everybody with your last name is done with struggle. That's what I'm trying to get you to take your mind. Go away from, I'm going to buy a bad house. Y'all going to all be able to fit in it. Y'all can come over for dinner. We're going to have catering service. It's going to be on a live band in the living room. It's going to be hot. But that's like the tip of the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. Everybody named Young will never know a day of struggle in their life. because you're the person on the cutting edge, the front side of the wave. The wave is when everybody else shows up and they're like, oh, we balling. Nobody even know you exist. They balling on your island. That's what I'm trying to get your head. Like, try to not be so fast to try to get all the questions answered and like, okay, because how do I cash out? No, we're going to get the world to cash in to this universe. That's what I'm trying to move your emotions to. I know it's hard. Trust me. Look, I'm telling you right now, I know it's hard. On my screen share, I got my house. On my screensaver is my house, okay? I know it's hard. Chill a little bit and hang on to this guy and Harold Seitz and Joseph Haidt. Hang on, as long as, because the longer, I had never, look at it, look at this picture. Look at that, Castle. I had never even heard, I've been talking to Ramon Wilson for maybe 3 weeks now, 2-3 weeks. We haven't even had the time. Masternode, right, Maxine?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Have you ever heard that combination of words before?
Absolutely not.
This way. Toma will tell you. Yes, and Toma will tell you your whales, and for those that know what whales are, those are the people with the money, the wealthy, whether they're, stock market brokers, but in the crypto world, those are the ones who manipulate a lot of the price action and things of that nature. Those are the ones who own a lot of the masternodes, like your Bitcoin, your Dash. They own those. That's where the currency is generated, the money. That's where the money is. The coin is one thing, but the masternodes, when you have massive organizations like Karatbars International will be here, I will say by the summertime, the masternode that we have will be, by far, it will crush all that because we have a physical asset called gold.
So this is why
people don't understand.
So
it's
Ramon,
crazy.
so this is why the profit packages needs to be purchased. No, that 300% or 200 or 100% bonus KCB in the profit package is monster. I'm going to go click it by one right now.
You'll see, Michael, you'll see the next 2 days, the updates for the packages will come, and there's going to be some more KCB in the packages. It's not changing the packages, it's the same packages, but there's going to be some new cool features on the packages. On the profit packages, I don't know exactly the packages, but I know the features, the technical features and the things the company offers. For sales, don't ask me because I know nothing about sales, really. But there's going to be some super, super cool features. It's implemented already in the back office, but it's like 2 or 3 days away from launching for testing reasons. But it will be live in the next few days, and you'll see what's all about and how masternodes work. And yes, Ramon, indeed, you know what you're talking about.
Guys, if y'all can't see how blessed you are tonight, you need to write this date on your calendar and say, this is the day that changed my family's life forever.
That's a mining rig on your table, because I don't see exactly.
Yes, that's one of my 4, Toma. Just one of my 4.
One of your 4? Have you seen my mine? If you allow me just 1 second, I will show you something nice, old.
And guys,
just
as I'm pulling that up, let me say this to y'all. This is why Mr. Best talked about network marketing as the last bastion of the free enterprise system. Because as you build your organization, you bump into, look at Toma's mining rig. Where you at, Ramon? Come back, Ramon.
Yeah.
Toma, I actually saw that rig. Let me tell you how messed up. You got to keep that showing for a minute, Toma. Look, wait a minute. Talk for a second, Toma, so your screen will get big so the people can see that.
Just a second. Let me mute it first. Let me mute it because it sounds very bad. I hate it. This is in Romania. This is the mining farm I've built with my own hands. And what you see here is like not even 20% of it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's live. It's it. Next time you have a webinar, I can broadcast from the mine to see how it looks like, and I can present you what's all about. And yes, indeed, this is the infrastructure we used and we still use to test the voice over blockchain protocol. This is the infrastructure we used and we hardly used to test over 2 million automated scenarios a day, 2 million calls a day. Just to test and compare if the quality is okay, if there's no delay, no lag, no nothing. So
okay,
yes,
look.
I'm gonna just need everybody who has had any conversations with anybody talking about their mining coins. I'm gonna just tell them to take 2 seats.
Exactly. So exactly, Kevin, because Ramon, one more time, show the team. I want you to talk so your screen will get big. Show the team your mining rig. Go ahead. Say something real quick, Ramon.
Yes, sir. This is my mining rig. This is just one. It's 2 1080 Ti's, which are considered the top of the line graphics cards. So in layman's terms, it's basically a big computer that solves a lot of mathematical equations. And when my mining rig solves that equation, it rewards me with whatever token or coin that I choose.
Okay. Now we saw Ramon's mining rig. Now, Toma, show the picture of your mining rig one more time. Now, the reason why I want to do this is not to throw shade on Ramon. It's to show you Ramon is like light years ahead of 99.9% of the average people in the country. That's Ramon's rig. Like if I saw that, if I went to his house, I would just be like, man, just whatever you're doing, I'll pay you to teach me. I literally saw Toma's mining rig and I didn't know what I was looking at because Mr. Seitz and I were having a conversation over Skype. He was standing in the middle of that floor. And now it all comes full circle. Harold Seitz is a beast, guys. This was almost a year ago when he had that conversation. He's standing in Toma's mining rig. And he's laughing.
Remember that conversation?
His butt off. And I'm like, what are you laughing about? He said, oh, you will see soon enough.
Mr. Delco, that's a rig. He has a farm. There's a big difference.
Oh my God.
Just a second. How about we send you some pictures from my mine? Just a second, because I'm downloading some of the pictures. Let me show you how it looks.
If you're on your computer, you can share your screen. It's fine. You feel free to do that.
I would love to share my screen, but to be honest, let me see how I can do this in Zoom.
So if you hover over the pictures, you'll see a green share button at the bottom.
A share button. I found it.
Yeah.
Share screen. Share. So this is Crypto Data Romania. This is our company in Romania, where we started to mine rigs. So this is like a shelf. We have like 200 of them.
So guys, like Mr. Thompson just said, for those people that, you know, they try to talk about what all they know, this guy built this with his hands.
This is Mr. Harold Seitz. I think you recognize him. This is all mining infrastructure. This is the machines we are currently using just to test the computing power of our voice over blockchain protocol, of our voice over blockchain. Yeah, we're using it big time right now. For the past 3 months, we shut down all mining for all our machines, and we're just testing the mainnet on it, and we're testing the voice over blockchain. So this is the machines are just mining right now. Tests for our infrastructure. Yep, and this is all happening in my team. So we have plenty of computing power to test whatever we propose and we want to implement in the market.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
How do I stop this?
If you can't stop it, I'll stop it. You got it? Okay, yeah. Good. So guys, I don't know about you all, but he just took my belief from 300 to 3,000. Maxine Jones, what say you right now? We'll go to another question, but what do you got anything to say over there?
Oh my God, he's just blowing my mind. I'm looking at that going just speechless. We are so far down the chasm. Like Crypto Steve says, nobody could catch us.
Louis, you look like you're trying to say something down there real quick.
Now, hold on. Let me say this. Thomas impressed me with his car keys, right? I like his car keys. That mining rig, look, I'm going to tell you the truth. For me, man, I wasn't impressed at all by that mining rig, at all. The pictures look wonderful, but it's not impressive at all. You know what's impressive to me? That he's taking the time out to be on this call with us, letting us know how to build our business and set us on fire to go out there and get those mining rigs that have heartbeats, those people that need what we have. Man, we got the professional advantage. We have the first movers advantage. Man, look, like Kevin said, you run across somebody who think they know everything, man, we're not fighting that. We just got to show them that there's a better way. And we got it. We got the professionals here that's doing what they say they've been doing the whole time. The best thing that we have is the ability to share what we have and get it into the people's hands, because you want to, since I got involved, you know what's been the best mining I've done is putting this opportunity in the hands of somebody who sees it and runs with it.
Come on,
you can't
man.
get any better than that. You can't get it. His stuff was in Romania. Our mining is all over the world, and so is his, because he's the expert in this thing. We got to take this stuff and actually hit the field, man, and don't take no for an answer. They either register or, I'm sorry, they either sign up or die. I mean, that's the only other options I can see. And I ain't trying to tell anybody to die. I'm just saying, maybe this time on earth just expires. I hope everybody live to their 1,000. But everybody need what we have. Man, I'm serious. It don't get too much. I've never seen anything like this that I can put my name on and keep running with it and have full confidence in the corporate structure, the technology structure, the leadership, the field. Man, I'm telling you, we have the best thing. We have the best thing on the planet.
Louis,
I don't know what else to say.
Louis, the commitment and integrity of this company is bar none. That's for sure.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it. Man, I love it. I can't wait to come to Romania. I'm ready.
Be my guest anytime.
Hey, I'm on the way.
My guest anytime you want.
I'm on the way. It's right. I'm on the way. Send me the address. I'm on the flight. I'm coming.
And just to answer a quick question, people are asking to please make this video available. This is going to be like a 3-hour video. But yes, Mr. Berger and Mr. Williams will have this video footage, MP4, as soon as this is over, and we will get this posted on Wealth Builders. It'll be where you all have access to it 100%. Back to you, Maxine Jones and Ms. Glaspie.
Mr. Delco, can I say something?
Yes, absolutely, brother.
What I want everyone to understand on this actual Zoom is this, and Toma, if I'm left field, please bring me back. But the blockchain, not just cryptocurrency, but the blockchain in general is the most resilient technology we will ever see in this lifetime. Meaning that no matter what governments do or any third-party intervention tries to do, the blockchain just comes and innovates more and more and more and more and more.
That's so good.
So understand that Karatbars International is just a small piece of the grain in this big, wide ocean beach that we have. So much more evolved from what Karatbars is already ahead of the pack doing, that it will impact our great grandchildren. So I want you to understand that it's bigger than just the KBC and the KCB. How we are using the blockchain for what it was meant to be, to push all third-party intervention to the outskirts and bring the power back to the people, is monumental. So please understand that, ladies and gentlemen. It's bigger than the KCB and the KBC. If you understand the blockchain, you will understand Mr. Hurlsight's vision and why he said, how can I bring this most precious metal to the masses? And the only way to be able to do it is have no one to be able to meddle and have it affordable and accessible to everyone. And that's the blockchain.
Mr. Wilson, for you to have that kind of insight so new in Karatbars is just staggering. People are asking me in text and in the chat room, are you coming to Let's Go Weekend? They want to meet you. Oh, yeah, he'll be there. Okay, so I'm making some notes here. Thank you guys for saying that. This is way beyond, this is beyond anything I expected. Go ahead, Mr. Thompson.
I also just kind of veggie backing off of Mr. Wilson. The thing is that I was watching a video a couple of days ago where they were showing some millennials or some younger children the rotary phone and was asking them to make a telephone call with it. And it was comical, because we now have smartphone technology and looking at these youth that don't even understand how to use a rotary type of telephone. And what we have to understand is that technology has advanced so far, but the money system that we know as of right now is still like in 1920, 1930. Right. It has been the only thing that has not caught up to the modern day of time and technology. The blockchain technology.
The system.
Exactly. And so now what we are witnessing, all of us on this platform are at the seat. We are sitting at the table of innovation, just like when iPhone was in the garage, or just like when, Mr. Gates started his process. Those conversations that were taking place, nobody today even thinks about the people that were sitting at the tables of innovation. But those people are on the beaches of the world. And just like you said, their children's children have no other ways, to think. Just like Paris Hilton. Right now, she had nothing to do with not one nail that went in any hotel that was built, but she running around here living her best life. The thing about it is that we got to understand and open up our visions, open up our minds to understand that where we sit, all of us have already been praying for the opportunity, and now the prayer has been answered. But it's up to you to whether you want to recognize it came in the form of a golden bar called Karatbars. You have to be the one to recognize that the blessing came to you. And that's it.
Back to you, ladies.
I will take some more questions, please.
Will our voice over blockchain remove the need for international phone plans?
Yep, indeed it will. There's not going to be any roaming, any international plan. It works over.
I can't do this. I'm gone. Y'all got to go to bed. I can't work. When you get older, your heart can only take so much. I'm going to bed. Man, this is I mean, guys, I made a statement on the power call. I was trying to get y'all ready for. I didn't know Toma was going to commit to doing this. I thought it was going to blow me up and said, no, man, I'm too busy. But you can see how humble he is. But I said to y'all on the power call, I said, guys, chill. I said, the telecom part of Karatbars, we're a telecom company. I said, the telecom part of Karatbars is going to be bigger than the whole company. I said that, if y'all remember. I said, it's going to be bigger than the whole company. Think about what that man just said. You stand in the airport and say, I got a phone with no international roaming. They're going to mob you in the airport.
No international roaming and no international plans. So it doesn't matter on a blockchain, doesn't matter where you are sit. It's the same. You are all connected and there's no roaming, no nothing. As long as you feed the phone with a regular internet connection, that's it. Yes. Of course, if you feed it with satellite connection, then you need, the cost will be a little bit more because you need to use the satellite. So of course you have to pay for the satellite connection. I mean, either you pay for the internet connection or the satellite connection, there will be a small cost extra for the satellite ones, but still not comparable to the regular plans you are offered right now, and not even far compared to the roaming international calls plans you can achieve right now.
Yes. And Toma, please, and Mr. Delco, please, everyone, understand this. We are about to be a major disruptor to the communication, the banking sector, because of two things. One, our borders are erased. We can now do business with people across the world that we probably would never be able to have that type of relationship and do business with because of third-party intervention, meaning banks. It takes 7 days for me to send $1 million to my cousin in Sri Lanka. But now, all it takes is 5 confirmations on a blockchain, and I can send whatever I need to send to my family members. Or if I want to do business abroad, I don't have any third-party intervention. People need to understand this is groundbreaking. We can now do business with people across the world that we would never be able to do with PayPal, Western Union, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. It's going to be a major disruptor because now we don't need a third party. I don't need a bank to confirm how much currency or money I want to send to somebody in another country. It doesn't matter. It's verified and documented by the blockchain. Point blank. That's powerful.
So I got to throw a question out. I know I'm preempting the call, Tanisha and Maxine. Toma, help the 600 of us on this platform tonight and hundreds of more on by phone, help us see the future. Okay, KCB, it's only 50 billion. It'll run out. Help us, what could possibly happen after that? Help us see the future.
What can happen after? Yeah, that's a good question. So at the point, KCB will be either sold out or time up. We will have let's say our infrastructure, it will be on a maturity. It will be on its peak. We will have all the features available, and we start to grow global in offering the people our payment system and our coins, our mainnet, our features, our phones and everything. So from that point onwards, we only have to grow. Our picture will be mature. We'll have everything in-house. We have the bank, we have the communications, we have our own mainnet, we have our own gold mines and gold supplying. We're listed on exchanges. We will be listed on more exchanges, and this is another thing I want to tell you. Right now, Mr. Sides and Mr. Height, they're in a very, very close, almost done negotiations with 2 more major exchanges on the market, top 10 exchanges, and our coins will be listed faster than you would consider on 2 more major exchanges with the volumes over 1 billion a day each. So yes, indeed, we will be in September on our technological maturity. And from that point onwards, we only have to expand and generate more fees that comes back in all our pockets.
Mr. Delco, you look like you're gonna fall off your chair. Oh wow! You know, and I have a granddaughter in Okinawa, Japan, and anytime I send her money, I am charged this end, and then they also charge her on that end from the money that I send to her, and also in talking with her, because that is an international call. So I'm just so ready for this.
Can you guys imagine April 12th and 13th and this guy, Toma Ovidiu, on stage? Can y'all imagine? We gotta have to add, you know what I think I'm gonna do, depending on when Toma gets here, one of the evenings, maybe Wednesday or Thursday at the hotel, we're gonna have to have just a special Toma session where we just let him talk. Just hand him a microphone and just let him talk. I mean, can y'all imagine being in Atlanta where we, like right now, we like squashing all of our excitement where Louis Young can just run through the door and just flip around in the hall. Can y'all imagine?
I can't imagine Louis running through a door. He's always so cool.
But you have to promise me you keep some tickets for me in Atlanta, because I haven't got any tickets. So
tickets?
Tickets for me.
Man,
please.
your money doesn't work in Atlanta? Please.
Yes, of course, I will be in Atlanta. I promise you I'll be on stage in Atlanta as well. I'm not a stageman, really. I have nothing to do with staging, with showing up on stage and public speaking. I'm just the poor engineer, as I love to say it. But yes, I will be on stage.
Toma, don't even worry about it. All you need is that chair you sitting on and a microphone, and that's it. Don't worry about nothing else. Just talk, bro. That's it.
And I need a room to be smokers, please. If stage is smokers, then I'm happy.
Okay.
Can we reset KYC? Can we reset KYC on Karatbit?
Unfortunately, we cannot reset KYC because by definition, KYC is like knowing your customer. So as long as we accepted it, that means you're the customer pretending you are. So why would we have a feature of resetting the KYC? Do you change your identity often, or do you change your name often? Usually KYC is like showing up, you are the customer you pretend you are, and in case of needed, the authorities will have access to know who that customer was for, of course, avoiding unpleasant situations like money laundering or terrorist financing or things like this. So KYC is meant to meet the customer, not to be changed. If the customer changes their identity, that means the customer needs a new account. So yes, KYC is not changeable.
Okay. Is there a contract that will be presented to the shop owners when getting them to offer the ATM or the POS platform?
Of course, there will be a regular contract to be signed electronically whenever a shop owner accepts wants to work with us and will work with us in terms of our payment system. The contract will be electronic to be signed. It's like a legal binding contract for offering both sides the legal way of working, the legal way of charging customers the cryptocurrency and making sure you will get your money on the legal way from the company every week, every day, every month, every whatever you set up. So yes, indeed, the contract will be, it's a legal way of working between two major companies.
Do we still need the two-factor authenticator?
Do we still need it? The question is like incomplete, but I think I know what the customer wants. So, two-factor authenticator, it's a security measure meant to protect yourself, meant to protect your assets and your account in case your password is compromised. So put it this way, even if a scammer, a fisher, electronic fisherman, these bad guys who want to steal from you, even if this person has access to your username and password, nobody can log in your account or make transactions unless you have the two-factor authenticator confirmed. What is a two-factor authenticator? It's like a token. Two-factor authenticator is a one-time password generator, valid only 30 seconds, and you have to enter it manual every time you log in your account. It's like a bank token. It shows like this. This is the application called two-factor authenticator. So every time you log in, you use your username and password, and you're demanded to take a look on your two-factor authenticator app on your smartphone, get the one-time generated password, and insert it in a platform. As long as you have the two-factor authenticator, nobody in this world can steal your funds from the account, unless that person has access to your phone in real time. So two-factor authenticator is meant to